Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Chick.
Hello, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Oh, look at him steeping his tea.
Oh, yes.
What have I been waiting on? I just found a nice cup of tea I like before bed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Sleepy Time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sleepy
I
Time.
do too.
Sleepy Time tea.
Nothing like teabagging before you go to bed, right,
Has a
Josh?
little bear with his little hat on.
That's right.
You like to do a little teabagging before you go to bed, Christy?
Oh, my gosh.
Innocent conversation.
Yeah, put them on my face.
We're
so I can
having
go
a
to
nice
sleep.
chamomile talk, and this is what you do.
I'm such a. I want to be British so bad, and it's like the first time I ever put the kettle on, and got some tea going.
I hear chamomile. I want to punch somebody. I'm sorry.
Come on.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
it is delicious. I love it, too.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Good day, mate.
Oh, there he is. Hello, Goovna. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
I also got a new tea.
Oh, what kind?
It's like a black mango tea.
Black mango.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's not a mushroom tea, Pat. I'm not doing drugs at work anymore.
Fred Williamson is Black Mango.
Okay, I couldn't love you more if you weren't, as if you were my own son. But I know you're just tired. You went to a concert last night.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Right now, you look high AF.
I just put the eye drops in. It's not very forgiving for 5 minutes.
How was the show?
Show was killer. That's Susan Tedeschi. She
Yeah.
can sing. Derek Trucks. Wow,
She sings like an angel.
I've got a really good Derek Trucks story. Parenthetically, real quick, Ace, huge Kiss story coming up. Your favorite band.
I know it. I laughed at it this
Oh,
morning.
you saw the story? Okay, I'm sorry. Then everybody else, huge Kiss story. coming up.
Chick will love it.
Does it have to do with the restaurant?
No.
Because I saw a commercial over the weekend. I want to rock and roll all night and party. It's Kiss for Applebee's.
Really?
I know, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is
Cashing those checks for Kiss.
Derek Trucks, the first time he came into our studio, he came in, I think, just with Oteil Burbridge, the bass player.
Yeah.
And the essence of the story is as follows. Dickie Betts had just been more or less drummed out of the Allman Brothers Band. Mm-hmm. And Derek came
Because
in.
he's an adult man and he insists on being called Dickie.
Yeah.
No, don't go knocking Dickie. He's a brilliant guitar player.
Don't go knocking Dickie,
I
man.
can kick his ass.
The point is, the story is that Derek's kind of soft-spoken, but he took out his guitar and he played, just with Oteil, they played In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, which is a classic, from the Live at the Fillmore, one of the great Dickie Betts
Tom,
songs.
Yes, it's very important to you, yes.
No, but it was very cool that he did a really nice tribute to Dickie, and with all the problems with that band. It was just a sweet moment. And
When Derek Trucks backs up, do you think there's a beep, beep, beep?
Yeah, but it's like a rock and roll, like, well.
yes, and similarly, when Dickie Betts walks into a casino, they go, "Hey, Dickie."
Hey, get this guy breakfast. Come on.
Derek Trucks, Dickie Betts, they're adverbs. Whatever it is.
Well, the guy going to work in front of me today was definitely high because I think I'm high from secondhand smoke coming out of his car.
Really?
Oh, my God.
He had the old skunk in the
Wake
passenger
and
seat?
bake, man. It was...
Well, there's also the dead were around recently. So.
Driving stresses me out.
God.
Was your off-ramp closed today? They had a big bulletin this morning about it. Was
No,
going to be closed.
everything's closed.
Yeah.
You can't get anywhere.
It's
I
not
hate
easy.
it.
Nope. Not easy.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. The traffic people should follow you around for blockages and stoppages because you find them no matter where
Yeah,
they're.
that is
Yeah.
true.
You find them.
You should be the traffic reporter.
Almost every morning you come in. Was anybody else backed up yesterday for 38 minutes? No.
If you look at my phone, like 3 texts down, don't get near the freeway.
Hey, I'm Tom with traffic. It's an S show out there. Stay home.
And instead of major highways, he's telling you just based on where the Starbucks is. And-
Right.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's that CVS where the one time I ran over the kid with the... It wasn't a big deal. I hit the kid with the shopping cart. It was
That's
no
right.
big deal.
I more or less hit shopping cart mostly. And
You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's your problem.
Okay. My car's dirty today because the bridge next to my car wash closed. How the hell was I supposed to know? How long
Do
is
you
that going to
know-
be closed, Bob?
I was able to use that car wash, though. You just have to go.
A different way.
Oh, yes, you can go 30 miles around. You can get to
It's
it.
going to open.
You have to go north to the so-called Michigan left. I wish they'd find the person that designed that for a
I don't
public
have a problem.
hanging. I will string him up.
That's the
They're
only
going to
thing.
change that, I think.
Only thing for Michigan I don't have a problem with is the Michigan left. I love it. I don't know.
That's not bad.
It's great.
You two are the only people I've ever heard say anything
Yeah,
positive
me
about.
too.
Yeah,
it.
the intersection where they
Keeps
put
people away. I love
the
it.
intersection in this town where they put that in, half the businesses shut down.
When you can shut down a Starbucks with an intersection, you've done one on the
When
corner.
you've shut down a major drugstore chain and a Starbucks, nice work, fellas.
But Chick,
I'm
that's
sure the
very,
tax rolls are reflecting that.
Chick, very busy area, a lot of restaurants. He calls it the highway by my car wash.
Yeah.
That's what it is for him. So
Right.
we all got to know. We got to
That-
see Tom.
Bridge will
he does
open.
that. You know, the highway up by where I get my mail. What are you talking about?
You know, the
bridge
car
will
wash
open
where
on Friday
where the
morning.
turn to get into the car wash, the wall there is scraped from all the cars that have hit it because it's such a tight turn. That one? Okay, sorry.
Do you know? It just struck me. Do you know that? Well, I know for you for a fact, and for me, I would get. Well, all of us. This is the only place that we could have a job for longer than a year. This is
Yeah.
you would be ganged and beaten repeatedly if you worked at like a hardware store. Hey, can you help me find the nails? Well, I'll tell you what you can't find here anymore. Is, what the hell's wrong with this Griswold guy? What's his?
I'd have some manager of a Sonic yelling at me while I'm smoking weed in the walk-in. I'm just trying to have a nice break.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, well, now, we have a lot to get to today. I was really hoping Ace hadn't seen the Kiss story.
Did you hear me? 6 a.m. tomorrow, Friday, your bridge will be reopening. So.
Oh, okay, good.
There you go.
What
Then
are
you
they-
get to your car wash and you can.
Then what are they going to shut down?
I don't know, but
Okay.
Everything that's under it.
Well, I haven't heard the Kiss story. Have you heard the Kiss story?
What's coming up? It's a really good one.
Chick will like it.
It's
I'm trying
what's
to
the word I'm
help
looking-
you and say I can't wait for it.
It's a Spinal Tap in reality.
Okay.
I have no doubt.
True.
Oh, no, it's a true Spinal Tap moment in the world of rock and roll. Right now, I want to talk about perhaps maybe hearing something a little better in those headphones. Maybe you love Kiss. Maybe you love Sabbath. Are you a fan of the Sabs? Maybe you love, I don't know, Kenny Loggins. Whatever you're into, it's going to sound better on Raycon earbuds. How do I know that? Chick McGee told me.
That's right. Calm down. I'm right here. What Tom just said, it almost makes sense if you're listening to Raycon earbuds. That's how good they are. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. And they have 3 sound profiles now to match whatever you're listening to. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode. Choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings. It's up to you. Raycon don't care. Whatever you dial in. And while you travel or during a grueling workout, optimized gel tips on the Raycons are designed to fit every ear ever made. A workout, they do not come
I
out of
fit
your
every
ears.
ear, man. I fit.
With Raycon, now we got to find what that song is. Get 8 hours of playtime, too. That's unheard of. 32 hours of battery life. Are you kidding me? And half the price of other premium audio brands. Right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and you get a little something for the effort. 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycons. buyraycon.com/Tom.
Raycon, you know the name of Raycon. You know the fame of Raycon. 10 times as loud as other
10
stuff.
times as good as other earbuds.
Little tribute to King Kong. It's all coming up. I'm very excited about today's show. Oh, and some good news for Christy Lee.
And some
What's
sports.
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7 as we get started here on this Wednesday morning, June 29th. On the way, Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast. Scorched Earth is her nickname, and you'll find out why when she steps in. She has thoughts on various issues, and generally, she takes no prisoners. She leaves nothing but scorched earth in her path. That's why we call her Scorched Earth. Comedian relationship expert Allie Breen on the way as well. We call it Dear Allie. Tom calls it Sexy Time. That's right, Allie Breen on a Wednesday in the 9 o'clock hour. We've got a full morning ahead. Get another cup of coffee and let's do this. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Depeche Mode has now revealed what killed keyboardist Andy Fletcher last month was an aortic dissection. That's a tear in a weakened part of the main artery from the heart. The band says in a statement they had a celebration of Fletcher's life in London last week. Billie Eilish and Phineas are among the nearly 400 people who've been invited to join the Academy of Motion Pictures Art and Sciences. They were invited as members of the music branch. Eilish and Phineas won an Oscar for the Best Original Song this year for No Time to Die from the James Bond film of the same name. And John Batiste, Brandi Carlile, Alicia Keys, and Brad Paisley are all going to perform as part of an NBC special aimed at raising funds for those affected by the war in Ukraine. Other celebrities who will appear on the special include Jeff Daniels, friend of the show, and Julianne Moore. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will give remarks. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute, we catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05 TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05 TE 01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay. The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's up?
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Can I just say that I really love doing this program?
Oh, thank you.
You know, as a this is like such a fun. It's actually entertaining and fun to do it. You know, and as a comedian, you do a lot of shows, and you know, like I did a radio program a few weeks ago. And they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy. Mm-hmm. I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear, he's the bad boy of gynecology. see the guy putting on his gloves with his fingers cut off?
Had his finger in a dike.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Good Lord, it's sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Party.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom presentation. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold wearing his Josh Arnold shirt. This is Josh.
That's right. Thank you, Christy, for this.
On Josh's teat. There's
That'd really be convenient if I wear that every day. It really helps me.
Okay. I'll just leave it here.
Long-time listeners of this show. Well, hell, maybe everybody. You love uniforms and name tags. I'm surprised.
We're sitting right here. You can't remember our names.
Yeah, but I like walking into a restaurant. You know who works there, and
you know who's who and what's what.
Yeah. You walk into a hotel. Okay, this guy works here. This guy's just a hipster. This guy. Okay, I got it.
All right.
Ace, how you doing? You all right?
Pretty good.
Anything I can do for you? Anything at all?
I'll let you know.
All right. I'm right here. There's Willie Griswold.
What if y'all just wear one outfit every day? Not the same outfit, but just the same outfit every day. Not the same as each person.
I know what you're saying.
I pretty much do.
Yeah.
I do too, more or less.
You know, I tried that, and it's not bad. I got like 3 or 4 of the same shirt and sweater and all that, and yeah, it's not
simplifies your life.
Yeah, you know what you're going to wear tomorrow morning, and it's like, yeah, it's not bad.
Do you lay out your clothes at night?
I do.
Me too.
Me too.
When you got to get up this early, I got a whole system.
Yeah, I don't like to wake people
up. And if
up.
anything goes wrong, like this morning, the water pick didn't have water in it. There goes 1 minute.
That's one of the reasons I kind of wear the same stuff every day is because I don't have to lay my clothes out.
Wait a minute. Time
doesn't
out.
make any sense.
Time out. I beg your pardon. I like to have it there, ready to go on the dresser.
You can sleep another 2 minutes. You don't have to.
So it's on the dresser as opposed to some of it is
in the dresser.
Yes. Or on the
because then you've got a
boy, I bet you saved 20 seconds.
It adds up, my friend.
Well, what if you can't decide what to wear? Then you're
I get.
Perhaps if you could save 20 minutes a morning, you could have an extra
20 seconds.
20 seconds, you could have extra donut while you're waiting.
Oh, that's just me. Or you could wait a second. Or you could lay the donuts out and put a.
You underestimate my ability to eat 2 donuts in 20 seconds.
I ordered oatmeal cream pies yesterday, and they came to the house. I was so excited.
Are they not the best?
Oh man,
my kids loved them.
So you don't have anything laid out. So you're walking willy-nilly here and there like a squirrel getting.
Not at all. I walked to the boxer socks drawer.
Yes.
I walked to the T-shirt drawer.
Yes.
I walked to the shorts drawer. I mean, no, those are all in the same dresser.
And then you go get a shirt.
Then I get a shirt that's hanging in the closet.
Kicking pizza boxes out of the way.
That's right.
Screaming.
Are you like...
the money's on the bureau, chocolate.
As I apologize. I deserve all this for criticizing you for laying your clothes out like some 9-year-old British boy.
If only.
Mommy, will I wear this tomorrow too?
Mommy, I got me slacks ready.
Now, do you have? I have my
Regent's Park.
I have my shake. Is all the powder and the kale, everything is already in there. It's all in the blender. The blender's in the fridge, ready to go. So,
I don't do anything in my kitchen.
Yeah, I don't.
Before I leave,
I've got everything ready.
I don't make coffee at home. I don't eat breakfast. No.
I make the coffee here, of course. I don't make coffee at home.
No, I don't make anything. I do not go in my kitchen at all.
Yeah, I believe it.
I have a question.
Oh.
What's the old joke?
That's by court order.
My wife wanted to go somewhere she'd never been, so I'd put her in the kitchen.
I meant in the morning, you tool.
Oh, I see.
So you said you got up and there wasn't any water in the
Just
water.
Little things.
Water?
You don't need water. Is there someone who is responsible for putting water on water?
No, I do. I do my rounds at night. Certain lights are on.
Is that right?
Everything. Oh, I got a whole
system.
system.
What time do you get to bed? About 1:45?
Carry around a shark with you?
I try to go to bed early when I can.
So what's your dental program at night? Do you floss and then you water pick and then you brush?
I have a regular water pick.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Then I have the combination water pick, spinning brush water pick.
Oh.
Then I have the vibrating, what's that thing called? Sonicare.
Yes.
Then I have a regular toothbrush.
How many times?
No, but you don't do all that in a row.
all that at once.
And
Tom, your son wanted to say, when you said vibrating, looking for a word, he just mouthed to me, butt plug. Okay.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say it on the radio.
How many minutes does it take for you to brush your teeth?
I don't know.
What, 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours?
No, you're pushing the enamel right off your
I rotate toothpastes. I've got like 4 I like.
Oh, you're trying to switch it up on the teeth? You're trying to trick them?
And then I had to go to a gum specialist. My gums are being brushed away. I don't know why.
Spit blood for an hour.
Well, I have had a history of gum issues that I no longer have because of my dental regimen.
I know that.
You get a few needles in your palate and you go, what do I have to do to never have this happen again, doctor?
There are teeth models that don't go through what you go through.
I know, that is
look at these teeth.
incredible.
You'd think they'd be whiter.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They're not that great.
That's because of the coffee and tea, you see. It's not a matter of it's the gum. It's all about the gums, my friend.
Yeah, that is.
Whitening your teeth is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it takes all the enamel off, doesn't
I get
it?
self-conscious about mine, but I don't
do
really
too,
care. But do I want to go to the dentist? Like some nerd, I go to the dentist and go, hey, excuse me, can you make my teeth whiter? I feel
they're
so
beautiful
lame.
on people, but
They have those super white things where you go and they put those,
Yeah.
you know those mouth guards you wear when you're playing football?
Yeah, and they look like they have a super ultraviolet lights, and they make your
That
teeth
works.
white.
I mean, some people it works fine.
Oh, I get those.
No, it does a great job. I just don't.
It can be painful.
Those things are always in my Instagram ads. They pop up. Hey, you want a whiter smile?
It's nice. But the larger point here is, Josh, we like to have everything laid out and ready. I have my shoes on the chair where I put them on. And I now have...
You put your shoes on a chair?
He's got a special chair, Christy.
Yeah, not any chair. It's a chair that I got when the great restaurant Julerette's closed in Harbor Springs. I got one of their chairs, that red one.
I love that chair, yeah.
I love that chair. It's very special. But I've got my socks, my underwear, my shoes, my jeans
You know what
folded
that
over.
was? That was an old man anecdote right there.
Hey, look, whatever you've got to do to make your morning easier. But I just
Is this chair in your bedroom?
No, I don't. I don't get dressed in my
He gets dressed in my old room. He turned... So my room, like every kid's dream, is now the combination dad's closet / workout room. My little brother lived there for a while. It's a crazy room.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any clothes in the master closet, as they call it.
You don't?
Nothing.
None?
Nothing.
Main bedroom.
Zero.
That's the way to go. Sure, let her have it.
No, she sleeps in the morning. I creep out of the room, but I've got everything timed out.
Do you whisper as you?
Oh, I don't say anything.
You ever kiss
You don't? You don't kiss her goodbye?
No.
No. When you leave the bedroom, that ought to hold you.
You never say, money's on the dresser,
You
chocolate.
don't kiss her goodbye in the morning?
I don't wake her up.
Just a little peck.
No morning delight?
Some people wake up like a rabid dog that they don't want to hear anybody. She went to bed. She probably went to bed 5 hours
You know
after
what?
I did last night.
She's not listening. She's going to hear that. Did you hear?
Called you a rabid
He
dog.
called you a rabid dog.
She does not like. She does not like. No, she
She's
doesn't
not a
want-
morning person.
Yes, I'm not going to wake her up.
Good,
get it.
that's nice.
Tiptoe around. But then my house is a ranch, so the Willie's old room is in the far end, so no, I can make as much noise as I want down
What
there.
is the Dave Dyer joke? He says, my wife and I went to counseling, and they said, what upsets your wife? And he goes, evidently oxygen. Because you should see her struggle when I try to hold her head underwater. Anyway.
But yeah, everything's laid out.
Do you put mouthwash?
I lay out too.
You put mouthwash in the water pick or just regular water?
Regular water, the mouthwash, the water. I've got everything lined up, right to left.
According to height and usage.
Last thing is the mouthwash.
Man, oh man!
But it's all good.
You are far sicker than I've ever.
No, it's just a system. I got to get here early. I want to make sure I hear the BBC News at a certain
How long
hour.
does it take you to get ready?
7 days.
About 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
That's not bad.
I can do it in 15.
That's 35 minutes. That's a home game where he has his system ready.
But that includes a shower?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
You've got a shower. You've got your shake. You've got to load the dishwasher.
There you go.
Do you drink
Throw
the shake
laundry
on the
in.
way in?
No.
I'm surprised it's only 35 minutes.
I don't like
Dad, if you're at a hotel, how long does it take you, though?
Oh, to do this?
The same system, but yeah, away game. We're in Cincinnati. What happened?
Oh, well, then I lay everything out, but I'm not going to make a shake and all that stuff. So it's, yeah, that's a whole different ball game. But I get to blast the TV. That's great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I get it now. We'll go to my kitchen, turn the TV on, and it says hello to me in Italian.
I thought you left your TV on all the time.
That one, no, it's that particular system. It only you have to restart it every morning. It's great. It's 10 minutes of nothing.
My God. What's going on over there?
I don't know. I really
every morning,
like
bienvenido, and there goes the TV resetting.
We can help you out and just Burn your house down.
I'm sorry. We have to get to... Hey, Pat.
Yes?
I think, didn't we want to do a little something from yesterday? We wanted to give it a second shot.
Oh, I made a couple mistakes with the man's name and then shaving cream.
Oh, that was
Josh had a
embarrassing.
better
That was embarrassing. The guy's name was Cumming, and
I
you put
said
an S
Cummings.
on.
I barely slept last night.
Let's not ruin it. I'll read the story.
Oh, you want to do it right?
Yeah, let's give it a shot here. The story is rather unusual. It takes place in Oklahoma, in Nowata County, and a guy named Mr. Is this the one?
No.
This isn't the one with Mr. Cumming?
No,
This
it
is,
was the pitcher guy.
Dylan Cumming, a pitcher for the sock puppets, Burlington sock puppets. He has an odd tradition, a superstition before he pitches.
Oh, that's right.
And he was asked about it on the TV, and the interview went something like this.
Just before this, you told me about a little superstition of yours. Can you explain that for the fans?
I can. I don't wear deodorant on days I pitch. It's just a little superstition. I don't like the way it feels. So I'm a little stinky when I'm out there. So just always know if you see me out there, I'm a little stinky. That's all.
That's such a sweet interview.
Makes him feel like a badass. Yep.
The interviewer sounds great.
That is Dylan Cumming. And he had a great outing, too. Won the game.
Mr. Cumming. That makes sense. Did you have any sports things you did before you'd go suit up and play high school football, Chick?
No, not really. Mm-mm.
Josh, any... before you'd go out with your jazz hands for the...
oh, gosh, no.
The choir you were in, what was
I
it
played
called
soccer.
again?
That was called Premier, the show choir.
You didn't have
I played soccer for 6 years.
You didn't put your robe on, right arm first?
I still
No, there was
robes.
You had robes for your show choir?
No.
That would've been nice.
He was in show
the chamber choir had robes, but not the show choir.
You had to wear a tuxedo.
Were you there the day they came by to tell the boys about the option of castrati?
You know what I've
That's why when I'll go ahead and stick with show choir.
There's a pitch I'd like to see. Kenny Tarmac telling a bunch of high school kids, hey, look, maybe junior high school boys, look, you'd be a great soprano. What a sales pitch that had to be.
He's not in sales, he's in solutions.
I always put my left sock on my left shoe, my left sock on and my left shoe, and my right sock on my right shoe. I don't know why, but I've always done that.
But so this guy, no deodorant before game day, and you have a tribute, Pat. I'm sorry.
Chick was trying to set me up, and I blew it because I thought his name was Cumming. So here, let's do it right. You can't stop the man coming. See him on the mound just chilling. He was at roll call this morning. They said, "Are you coming, Dylan?" Some say coming is superstitious, more wary than you think. On game day, no deodorant. They say that coming stinks. But coming is fun. Coming is cool. See Dylan coming on the mound. When Dylan throws a fastball, he makes that coming sound. Yeah! That's how you won it.
There we go. Pat, maybe in for a twofer coming up in a few minutes.
Double show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the one that I was confusing it with that was truly disgusting yesterday. The kid from Oklahoma. Can we do that in a few minutes?
Sure.
Kid from Oklahoma. Okay, good.
Josh had a better line. I blew it, too. Damn.
Oh,
horrible day.
Oh,
I'm here to help.
Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
We have to catch up with one thing. Did you hear from your son yesterday? He's at camp for the first time. I know you're real nervous.
There was only one picture of him yesterday, and he was playing some sort of game. He looked very happy.
Good, good.
Mm-hmm. Smile. I'll take the smile. I'm gonna take the picture.
He wasn't signaling help.
No, they're getting good weather up there, too.
Oh, he's having a great time.
I'm blinking Morse code with his eye.
Yeah, okay.
Daddy, help me.
It's so fun, dude. Oscar, when we were driving there, he told me that he was like, me and my kid got to camp, and I was like, oh my gosh, tonight it's going to be chicken nugget night and mac and cheese night. Like, I still remember what food you get on what night. It's the greatest.
Oh, wow.
He's having a blast.
Good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you could take a time machine and go back to special days like that? That first week, maybe, Josh, that first week of college, did you have a big orientation with lots of fun activities?
No, I was what are they? I didn't stay on campus. I commuted or whatever.
So you didn't have any of that fun.
No way.
We had a thing in which we got on the famous Circle Line, the boat that goes around Manhattan, and they had a band. And,
well, you lived the life.
That's unusual. You know that.
But here's the best part.
You mean not all college freshmen are greeted this way?
That's not the best part. The best part was
what a turd.
There was a woman, I'll never forget this. She had very long hair. And once again, we're circling Manhattan Island, which I highly recommend. It's fun, the Circle Line tour. But it was at night, and there was this great band. And this woman was holding a bottle of wine covered in her own vomit, sitting there. Welcome to college.
Wow.
And then every time I would see her over the years, I was saying, there's don't take her sailing. Sorry. Dean would have liked it because the singer was playing, I've never seen it since, a 4-string electric guitar. Have you ever seen one of those, Dean? I don't know if it was homemade or what.
Well, maybe they broke 2 strings.
It could have been a tenor guitar, 4-string, but it also could have been like an electric mandolin.
Cool. No, it was a guitar.
Or I think Pat has a point. Maybe he broke 2 strings.
Yeah. Maybe they broke 2 strings.
No, he only.
Thinking of a bass guitar.
No, it was not. There was. Never mind.
Are you talking about something that happened in August of 1971?
Yeah.
And you just remembered that detail?
He can't remember your birthday, but he can remember that.
That is insane.
Yeah. I'll never forget that woman sitting there covered in barf.
August of 1971. Where was I? I was 11 years old. So what would it be? 6th grade? I might have been at camp.
Hey, there we go. Me and Josh weren't even born yet.
I still had 7 years of my dad's nut.
Dad's what?
Nut.
Oh.
And you're lucky he wasn't like you. You would have ended up in a towel.
Odd dig.
Here's a nice letter. Jeff in Ann Arbor, Michigan writes, I was at Disney last week. I heard Tom was there.
I thought you were calling one of us Jeff. It wouldn't have surprised me.
Jeff in Ann Arbor says, I was at Disney last week. Knowing that Tom was there tainted my vacation.
That's nervous.
Thank you.
Looking around for Tom in the wild.
Thank you very much. Now, what's coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, Serena Williams has been ousted at the. She lost at Wimbledon. Yeah, she lost at Wimbledon yesterday. Deshaun Watson started his process with the judge in Delaware. Yes, Delaware, boys. And we're not sure what football team the judge roots for. Russell Westbrook has opted in to play for the Lakers next year for $47.1 million. Laker fans, to a person, said, gee, thanks.
Wow,
And,
1 year contract?
Yeah, $47.1 million.
Get that money.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Grab that bag. That's what you say.
Yes, you're right. Grab that bag.
And happy birthday today to...
That's what Deshaun Watson would say to Masusa.
Sure.
Grab that bag and go north.
And happy birthday today to Jess Hooker. So,
well, Hooker the cooker.
I don't know what kind of cake she's making herself.
She's my favorite person at work.
Give her the day off.
All right.
Yesterday, she made that delicious alphabet soup, and
Yes, she did.
had some fun with that as we alphabetized.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and I got
You
a
didn't
letter.
enjoy 1 second of it.
I got a letter from a guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, you did kind of poo-poo the alphabet.
I know. He builds it up for a week, and then when we do it, he hates it.
Oh, you know, we could have called that. We could have called it
real
the
lunatic.
Stewie decimal system, and we didn't do that. The Stewie decimal system.
Do you know Be Here Now? Are you familiar with this concept?
Little Ram Dass?
Yeah, little Ram Dass right here in this moment.
In the
This
moment.
is all we have is
Never
this
listen
moment.
Alfred Toll.
Be Here Now.
So, are we
I think it's Eckhart
promoting that
Tolle.
next?
Yeah.
So, Be Here Now's next.
Not
Okay,
Albert,
good.
you hippie.
Right now,
Wannabe.
I want to talk about. I want to talk about sleep. Oh, we all love it so much.
Tell it, brother.
And you're up early. That's why you're listening to this show. Here's something kind of interesting. It's called Sleep IQ data, and that is something from the Sleep Number, folks. The Sleep Number bed. What is that? Well, it
If
helps
you're not sleeping in a sleep number, you're just dumb about sleep, okay?
There you go. Well, coming up, we have, by the way, IQ in the news. But first, let's talk about Sleep IQ. It's technology and stuff that's going to help you sleep even better thanks to the folks at Sleep Number. The Sleep Number bed, you know how that works. It's a really simple idea. It's very elegant at the same time. You set the firmness of the bed with a touch of a button, and it can change just like that. Therefore, Chick McGee, your Sleep Number setting is
100. I like the firm mattress.
And on the opposite scale, we have Christine.
45.
A gooey, soft,
Gooey, that's
water
me. I
bed
like it gooey.
But at the touch of a button, you could get that firm mattress, and either side of the bed has its own setting. That is clear and simple. We've made that very clear for you. But also, these smart beds actually help you decide what the best Sleep Number setting for you will be. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. I love my Sleep Number bed. Every great day starts the night before. So don't miss Sleep Number's lowest prices of the season. This is the famous Queen 360 C2 smart bed. Now it's just $899. That's a savings of $200. It's at Sleep Number stores. How do you find them? You go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments are required. See sleepnumber.com for all the details. Once again, sleepnumber.com/BT show. You're going to love your Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we have a bunch of interesting stuff in sports. We have bees attacking Times Square. We have guitar news, and we missed Body Piercing Day.
We didn't.
Maybe next year. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, it is. Good morning. Mark Allison with you. Rolling through a Wednesday morning, 29th of June, everybody, as we look forward to a fun morning with Jessica Alsman on the way from the Bits and Pieces podcast. Also, expert Allie Breen on relationships. She gets letters from our listeners, and we go through those letters and try to help you. That's what we're doing, trying to help you with your relationships. And my gosh, you folks have some fun letters, and we'll share those with you later this morning. The real fun part about Allie Breen is, where will she be calling in from? Zooming her way in from New York City, or will it be Florida, Georgia, Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, upstate New York, Costa Rica? Allie's been in a lot of places. It's always fun to find out where she'll pop up next, but she's always joining us and going over those great relationship letters. Can't wait. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Nielsen Company says the NBA Finals series between the two storied franchises reached 24% more viewers than last year's NBA Finals. Nearly 14 million people watched the Golden State Warriors clinch their fourth championship since 2015 with a Game 6 victory over the Boston Celtics, the franchise with the most NBA titles overall. The series as a whole averaged 12.3 million viewers, beating the 9.9 million who watched 2021's final series between Milwaukee and Phoenix. The first game of hockey Stanley Cup Finals between Colorado and Tampa Bay was seen by 4.2 million people. All of these sports events seen on ABC, leading the network to an easy win in the weekly ratings. Leaders of the world's wealthiest democracies have struck a united stance to support Ukraine for as long as it takes as Russia invasion grinds on. They vowed to hit Russia with immediate and severe economic pain for the invasion. Part of that could be steps to cap Russia's income from oil sales that are helping to finance the war. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There's a new documentary out there entitled Sick. It's the winner of the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award. The film chronicles the life and times of super masochistic performance artist Bob Flanagan. In one scene, Flanagan is shown hammering a nail into, then removing it from his most private part, which would be his penis.
Wow.
Boy, what if he misses and hits his thumb?
Well, then that would hurt, Bob.
Yeah, there's a bone in there.
That's really going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something that's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
Tax too.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3,
2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening.
You're the best.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Really Big Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
It's going to get good. I got some coffee.
Thank goodness for that. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee.
Tommy, why do you have tea?
And here's Tom.
In a cup,
Griswold.
in a cup.
How many cups you got going
No,
over
he's
there,
got
bud?
the-
Oh, yeah, he does have a cup of tea in a cup.
In a cup.
Because these teacups sweat.
I am right there with you.
And if you put them in
Really?
this foamy thing, it doesn't get all wet.
Foamy cup.
My daughter makes fun of me all the time because I put a paper towel around a glass all the time. That's how I don't like the.
You don't like the sweat?
The older I get, my cans
But also,
are cold enough.
Christy, this is like sexual intimacy. It's like, yeah, take it, baby.
Oh, my God.
Well, at least today he said baby.
Calls that intimacy.
You're gross.
Used a different B word
You're
yesterday.
sick. Disgusting.
It was a joke. God, I'm so tired of people not being able to take a joke
Nothing
anymore.
like the intimate pet name of baby.
We were talking about movies, and I think this weekend I'm going to try to. I think I want to go see the Elvis movie.
Are you?
I'm kind of excited about it.
All right.
Now, you
wait
like
to hear what
you like those Baz Luhrmann movies. I don't know why you're upset.
I like Moulin Rouge, but I said, oh God. Do you know why I said, oh God? Because you're not going to like it, and you're going to
I like the preview.
tell us about it for a week.
Did Baz do Chicago?
No.
He did Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I know.
And I
I
like
like
that one.
that.
That was a weird
Romeo
take
and
on-
Juliet.
I haven't seen Gatsby.
Strictly
I might
Ballroom.
watch
It's
that.
an
You haven't
odd.
seen Gatsby?
I haven't seen Gatsby.
It's an odd take on it, but
And it's long, too, just like Elvis.
it's got
Moulin Rouge.
It's better than the Redford.
That's
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's as dull as anything ever made.
Yeah.
Not a fan?
And also,
No.
And Mia Farrow. How did they make her unattractive? They managed.
That's not hard.
Mia Farrow?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Anyway.
Sorry. The point is, we have
Frank Sinatra married her.
when she cut all her hair off.
Yeah.
It did not work.
Oh.
Well, look, it's a nice little boy.
Oh.
Now,
Frank, how was that marriage?
It was ill-advised at best.
Frank, I understand. I saw you in the hallway, Frank. I understand you got a little something for us coming up later on.
Yeah,
this
you
morning.
got me doing the puppet thing on some song.
Yeah, could you
Be
bring,
glad to help you, though.
Could you bring Pat in for me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Hey, Pat.
Wow, they're sharing a mic.
Oh, wow.
Move over, kid.
All right.
Thanks for playing. We have another song from yesterday that I wanted to revisit. This involves a large pile of manure and a guy who was fleeing the police and hid for quite some time in a huge pile of manure.
Right.
And I did get a nice letter from someone. I said, why would there be such a giant pile?
From the barn? Is that the one you got?
This letter comes to us from Randy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Randy.
He writes, I live in rural Ohio. Our county has a number of factory farms, dairy farms with around 2,000 head of cattle. They produce a great deal of manure, and there's specialized equipment they use to disperse the manure on the surrounding farmland. The manure is liquefied, then pumped through large hoses and sprayed onto the fields.
Right.
The liquefied manure is delivered in the field in several large tanker trucks. So there are vast quantities of manure, which would explain where this guy found it. While fleeing from the police, and do you remember why he got pulled over, Christy?
He got pulled over. I have a
Seatbelt.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
But he was carrying.
Yeah, well, it turns out this guy's got an unusual name.Is name is Wolf. Is his first name? Mr. Wolf Berry, like Chuck Berry.
Yep.
Well,
the Wolfberry.
What'd you say, Wolfman?
Hello there.
Okay, hello. He's 23 years old. He fled the police. They were going to pull him over for not wearing a seatbelt. He was found later in the day hiding in a pile of cow manure, which is, man, that's rough.
That is rough.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of that makes sense would be I'm wondering, I don't know if this is true, if they were tracking him with police dogs, would the manure throw them? I don't know.
Trying to cover his
Who
scent.
knows? I don't know, but
How often do you get pulled over and there are police dogs, though? I think he was just being I think he's a dirtbag and he hid in a pile of crap.
Didn't he have narcotics on him?
yeah, it turned out he had possession of stolen property, a firearm, and some other problems.
Yeah.
So,
We're giving him way too much credit.
but he apparently was hiding in the manure for quite some time. And Pat, you have a sensitive tribute to this?
Yes, I do. I blew it yesterday once again, and Josh helped me out here.
You're welcome.
I have a strange story to tell you. You may think that I'm setting up a bit. A man was being chased by the police and hid in a big pile of cow manure. It's filthy for sure. He can shower every day and still smell like a sewer. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
Hey, you did all the work.
No, thank you for the sewer, Josh. Mr. Wolf Berry in
custody.
Yeah, I wonder what they did.
Yeah, you're exactly.
Well,
Well, I bet they hosed him off.
They must have. 'Cause here's the
that cow manure smells good.
Yeah.
here's the what does he call it? This is the mug shot. So he obviously
Yeah,
has
he's not full of manure.
apparently been hosed.
Wouldn't that be hysterical?
That's the way he should have took it.
Yeah.
That's where you don't want to be a rookie cop. You know that the rookie cop, well, Muldoon, cuff him. What? I've got to go call my wife. And
I bet that happens all the time, like drunken disorderlies, and you put them in the back and
cops
back seat.
They have to carry blankets and
They
all
have to
kinds of stuff.
carry extra clothes, I would think, maybe.
defecate everywhere.
Right.
Soaked in urine.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Vomit covering champagne bottles.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
you think you're having a bad day.
Yeah.
You don't have some naked guy hiding in manure.
You ever been cuffed, put in a cop car?
No, have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's quite a feeling, isn't it?
It's, what is it? Humbling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that ice in your veins.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right then and there. I'm never, ever going to do anything wrong ever again.
I've never been in the car, But have you ever sat in your jeans on the street for so long that you go, I can really feel the street poking through. The street's harder than I remember it being.
Yeah. This doesn't feel like a regular street.
What they should do in the future is have mobile big screens. So when you drive by one of those situations where you see a guy cuffed in the curb, it would just explain what's going on so the rubberneckers wouldn't slow down as much.
No, they slow down just to read.
Yeah, exactly.
Read a billboard.
What a great bad solution to... coming up in sports, we're going to answer the question. I don't know why we were talking about this earlier in the week, but I remember us talking about it. There is evidently a way that you can mute the video presentation at a convenience store gas pump.
No kidding.
And I've got the code right here.
No kidding.
From a lady in Shaver Lake, California.
Shaver Lake.
Hello.
I like women Shaver Lake.
I don't like a hairy woman.
I'm going down to the barbershop floor full of sushi.
Serena lost at Wimbledon yesterday. Novak advanced, so did Coco Gauff. And Deshaun Watson met with authorities.
I love Coco Gauff. Chicken.
She's
cooked with.
She's kind of a badass.
That was my favorite wrestling move.
The Coco
Buff.
Oh, that was the Cocoa Butt.
Cocoa Butt, yes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember who did the Cocoa Butt?
And
yes.
You had lunch with him.
Bobo Brazil.
The great Bobo Brazil.
Oh, it wasn't lunch, my friend.
Hey, remember Coco Beware?
Oh, yeah. I thought he was talking about Rikishi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bobo Brazil ate my dinner. It was dinner. It was after a match. It was late.
What are you talking about?
And she never went back. When we return, the award-winning Christy Lee at the news
And
desk,
how far can you walk with a guitar balanced on your chin?
Halfway? Is that the answer to this riddle?
2 times halfway. That's right.
We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
I know. Hey, do you need a gift for someone special and you need it quick? A gift they can open every day? Well, how about giving them total access to the entire Bob and Tom library? You heard me. We've got a lot of albums. We've got a lot of archived funnies. Our library, that's right. It's not a place where you walk in and go to the card catalog. It's an audio file that you can access at any time, and it is awesome for Bob and Tom fans. It's a Bob and Tom VIP membership. Just check out the link at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. BOBANDTOM. Spell it out, bobandtom.com. You can also find out the latest about our social media adventures and everything we're up to at bobandtom.com. But make sure you check out that Bob and Tom VIP membership. It could be the gift you're looking for that loved one who's a Bob and Tom fan. Allie Breen and Jessica Alsman on a Wednesday, and you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Ghislaine Maxwell, the socialite who once hung with royals, presidents, and billionaires, has now been sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for helping financier Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. The sentence is a victory for women who spent years seeking justice after earlier prosecutors failed to pursue the couple. Epstein, you'll recall, killed himself in 2019 while awaiting trial. The Federal Trade Commission is suing Walmart over its money transfer services. The agency says the discount seller lets its services be used by scam artists who've stolen hundreds of millions from Walmart customers. Among the claims, Walmart hasn't secured its money transfer unit and has not taught its customers or workers how to spot fraud. Walmart calls the suit factually flawed and legally baseless. And U.S. health officials are expanding the group of people recommended to get vaccinated against the monkeypox virus. They're providing more monkeypox vaccine, working to expand testing and taking other steps to try to get ahead of the outbreak. As of Tuesday, we've had 306 cases identified in 27 states and the District of Columbia. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Al from the MES News Center in New York. I'm Tom Bochow. In Bogota, Colombia, Brian Naranjo, age 18, says being small has its advantages. One being having a better view of girls in miniskirts. Standing just 27.9 inches tall.
Wow.
Naranjo was named the smallest man in Latin America by the Guinness Book of Records.
27 inches tall.
Besides holding the #1 position, he fulfilled another dream by going to Disneyland, where he called the It's a Small World exhibit disappointing. In Stockholm, Sweden, Leif Borg, warning he would blow the courtroom into the air just 10 minutes earlier at his divorce trial, pulled dynamite from his briefcase and set it off, killing himself and seriously wounding his wife's lawyer, severing the lawyer's limbs.
Wow.
Witnesses said the explosion occurred during proceedings to determine how the couple's property would be split. For once, a lawyer got the charge that cost him an arm and a leg.
And on a high one, that a boy.
Good move. Throw away the script and get out.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be at Fidel right now.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Roger, details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Time for a little aspirin. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Check.
He's sidekicking. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk. One of these minutes, And here's Tom.
Hello, thank you very much for the condescending introduction.
Did you yank your shoulder?
Yeah, I just did something wrong with my arm. I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Want to point out Christy Lee being honored. She is going to be in Distinguished Broadcast Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
All right.
Largely for putting up with us.
Yes.
For many, many years.
It's going to be in my speech.
Who'd you have to bang to get this, huh?
When I started.
They've asked me to come sing the song "Chicks, You're Our Equals Now."
I'm sure.
I remember that one.
That's such a classic, and it's a joke.
Of course, it was a joke then.
But you can't. No one can take a joke anymore. I can't stand it.
Wait a minute.
You know what? Those who enjoy the show can take a joke.
Oh, Chicks, You're Our Equals Now is a joke?
Yeah, they're not.
Oh,
my favorite line is, before you break the glass ceiling, will you wash the windows? Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see, where were we? We were going to dip our toes into the world of sporting news.
But first, did you know, this is from Christine in Shaver Lake, California. Did you know you can turn off the volume of those television ads at the gas pumps at your various...
I did not. How do you do it?
It's the second button down on the right of the screen. It will mute it as you pump.
Gotcha. It doesn't bother me enough to do that.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't go anywhere where they have those.
And the only problem I have with it is she says, you're welcome, and yours spelled Y-O-U-R. That's not correct. That's not the right
texting code.
I'm with you.
There's a place I go where they have that, and they have their PA blasting.
No.
So
Why would you go there?
I like the PA because I think that's going to be my...
Because I go to the same gas station. You know that. I go to the same gas stations all the time. I've got like 3 that I can stand.
That's going to be my last job in broadcasting, so I'm going to be recording those at the home studio. All right, welcome to Come and Go.
There are worse gigs.
Yeah.
I know a guy that could give you that job right now.
I'm ready to roll. God knows I got the time.
Did you ever do this? You put the thingy, the whatever it is, the nozzle in the pump, you click that thing so it goes by itself. Then you dare to walk into the store.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I used to do it all the time. Then I got yelled at.
I got yelled at too.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was illegal.
And as I was being yelled at, I went, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Makes sense. If something goes wrong, you just start spewing gasoline all over the ground.
I never
yelled at you.
The guy working in the store.
And that's what I was told too. That's against the law.
That's what the guy told me.
And you mentioned this the other day. This drives me crazy when you pull up to one that's relatively crowded, and the fat ass in front of you gets out of their car after they're done, and
they're fat, Willie.
Then they walk into the store.
You know, fat people are the worst people on earth, Chick.
Yep.
You move your car.
Move your car.
You were waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You should move. Yeah.
And then they
That's my time at the
go in
pump.
to buy their lottery tickets.
It's part of my transaction.
No,
Really?
you move your car.
Oh, you move your car.
You know, you said they were fat, and then they're buying lottery tickets. It seems like you have some sort of judgment on these people.
Of course he does.
He would have said hostess, but you guys gave him a hard time for saying fat people.
When was the last time you were inside a convenience store?
Oh, I bet you go in quite a bit.
Not
He
too
likes
long
to
ago.
see the world.
Yeah, I got some ice.
Got some ice.
That's a trip.
You know, you buy a bag of ice. And
That's an error.
I did that Sunday.
Wait a minute, hold on. What are you talking? You get ice at a convenience store?
Ace, what'd you do that for?
You don't get it at the grocery?
What did you have going on?
Nothing big. My ice maker's really slow, so.
Oh, you want to do...
In my case, it was because I'd forgotten to get the... anyone who has kids that play... young children that play softball, or anything for that matter, you have to bring the snacks.
Yeah.
And I was on my way, and I got the phone call, do you have the snacks? I left the snacks at my house.
Oh,
of course you
convenience store. So I bought I bought a cooler, a bag of ice, and a bunch of popsicles.
Oh,
and it was a convenience store, so it was $300. And then
I bet they loved it.
Oh, they did. It was great. It was great. I'm with Ace. I love store-bought ice. big square.
They make home ice dispensers
makers,
that you can set it on barrel ice, if you will. I don't know what they call that, or crushed ice.
I don't like barrel ice. It melts too quickly and waters down everything.
Is that the Sonic ice?
Yep. Essentially, yeah.
Love that ice.
The best ice is that clear cube ice.
So any ice that you get normally?
You always see it. No.
Well, you're making your ice in cubes? I was making
my refrigerator.
a long, thin line.
My refrigerator makes
Some of the ice hangs out of my drink, but I don't care.
Ice half moons.
Ice in half moons. And then when you go to drink something,
I see what you're saying.
The half moon sits on the side of your glass, and then all of a sudden you get this overrushing dam effect, and you spill your drink all over your shirt.
What about crushed ice? What do you
hate crushed ice?
You've got a real vendetta against variants of ices.
No, this is America. We get the kind of ice we want. In Russia, they give you the crappy kind. That's the difference.
Chicken, you have those molds that they're like a little smaller than a tennis ball.
Yeah, they're very nice.
The
Round
ice
up.
balls,
Yeah.
those really work quite well.
Yeah.
Those are
great.
When I was in the bar a lot, not like now, only not so much, but still a lot. I use the round ice. It really keeps everything colder for a longer time, and it takes them longer to melt.
Great for bourbon.
They're denser, yeah. Takes them longer to melt.
I'm sorry, I've gotten away from the topic of sports once again. Today's ADD show.
We got to go back to that.
Well, do you have anything interesting?
Remember the big brawl we got into, the Angels and the Mariners?
Yeah.
Sure.
And, the penalties were handed down by...
Tom's enjoying some ice.
Now we're hearing the ice.
See, this is why I hate barrel ice. It's too noisy.
That's not barrel ice, is it?
No.
Not
It's crushed.
it's
Bench clearing brawl on Sunday, Angels and the Mariners. The melee started when Seattle's Jesse Winker was hit by a pitch.
Wait a minute. What's Jesse's last name?
Winker. When all was said and done,
this is a wink.
It's a pluck.
That is, this is crazy.
Hang on a second. Dean, can you find a wink for these a-holes, please? They don't like the wink that we have.
8 people were thrown out, including both teams' managers. Suspensions were handed down, and Raulzel Iglesias, I don't know if he's related to Julio or not, or Enrique.
Okay,
he got 2 games for throwing an entire carton of sunflower seeds that looked like just came from Costco. The blue plastic was still on it. It was torn out. You could see where somebody took a package. He threw the whole carton on sunflower seeds onto the. But the most bizarre suspension, Angels assistant coach Dom Chiti, Chiti. He was suspended for 5 games for excessive cuddling.
Cuddling?
He wasn't seen throwing any right hooks, but he was found on the outskirts of the brawl holding on to a Mariners player.
So in other words, helping, keeping somebody from fighting.
Keeping somebody from fighting, and he was also fined.
Why would that be cuddling?
Yeah, that's...
Excessive cuddling sounds like some annoying woman after a slap session.
Slap session?
Because that's normally when you say, baby, why don't you go feed the dogs, right? That's what he was...
Yeah. No, Josh, aren't you famous for your cuddling?
Yeah, I like cuddling, yeah.
You don't like cuddling?
No, of course I was just kidding. But now, Josh, tell us your cuddling technique. Now, is it your feet are by your face? Is that how this works?
No, that's 69.
It's a young man's game, Tom.
Oh, boy.
If we keep it up like this, we could do this entire show without doing any news or sports.
I'm a
We've
big
always
fan.
tried to have conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm definitely a boob grabber, a cuddler. Is that allowed?
From the back?
Yeah, kind of going around,
Spoon?
and then you're in there, and you're just and you can kind of play with it.
Leave the poor girl alone.
No,
Get some sleep.
It's like aliens are pawing at my body.
Now, Pat, how does it go for you? Do you ask her to bring your walker over?
She braces me.
We should hear that song, because that is one of my favorites.
I love that song.
Me too.
Now, there was a time when Pat
We'll have
was...
to come back with
okay,
it. But...
you know what we're talking about, Pat?
Yes.
Okay, we'll set that up for you in a few minutes.
And Serena Williams loses at Wimbledon yesterday. We'll have more to that story.
What was the name of that baseball player?
What baseball?
Winker?
Jesse Winker.
Thanks, Dean. Dean is flipping me off. I defended your wig sound effect. These are the ones they didn't like it.
Anyway,
that's the audio finger you got.
Serena loses at Wimbledon. If you've ever wondered what the ladies do at Wimbledon, there's a very strict dress code. Where they put the tennis balls between points, I have the answer.
Okay.
I'm not telling you anything else until we come back.
Hey.
I was going to say a ball bag.
You're not going to say
No fleshy purse?
I was going to go with the purse.
Hey, are you like me? Do you wish you were home, locked in your house, in your cozy straight jacket?
Boy.
Well,
those are cozy. Calming.
Simply Safe is and should be your design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe's agents take action the moment a threat is detected. Is it a home hazard from flooding or a fire? Maybe comprehensive protection from an intruder. Simply Safe uses proprietary video verification technology so that monitoring agents can visually confirm the threat in order to get higher priority 911 dispatch. And monitoring plans affordably priced at around $1 a day. No long-term contract or hidden fees. Plus, feeling safe at home, peace of mind shouldn't break the bank for a family. You can customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today, claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. See, you get something because you know us. Please put Tom in there. Show your love for the show. That's simplysafetom.com.
If you don't believe us, read the reviews. Simply Safe is a huge thumbs up across the board. They've revolutionized home security, and make sure to get those carbon monoxide detectors, please. There was some sad news about carbon monoxide this morning. We won't bother passing along, but just please do that for yourself and your kids. We have something happy coming back. Christy Lee, the award-winning newscaster.
Oh, thank you very much.
We have John Dillinger news. Boing. Conversely, we have Pope Francis
one, didn't
news.
he?
John Dillinger makes you excited?
He had a big hog, didn't he?
No, that was a
giant hog.
That's a great urban legend, though, and there's a reason for it that I happen to know what it is.
What do you mean? You want to see a picture?
There kind of is a picture.
Yeah,
hand, though, right?
That's his arm. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I'd be remiss if I didn't give a big shout out to Jessica Hooker the Cooker, who came in yesterday and knocked it out of the park with some amazing vegetable soup with the ABC pasta in it. Oh, sure, it was for a little game we played on the air where Josh tried to pull out all of the letters of the alphabet. It was a stupid world record we were trying to break. But the important part, let's not lose sight of this, the soup. Oh, my goodness. The vegetable soup that Jessica brought in, it had little meatballs in it that had been sauteed up. Oh, am I making you hungry? Let me tell you, it was amazing soup. So thanks to Jessica Hooker, and you can check her out anytime you want at bobandtom.com/podcast. Her and Jessica Alsman are part of the Bits and Pieces podcast to dive into the Bob and Tom archives. And again, you can hear her laugh right there in the Bits and Pieces podcast whenever you'd like. It's free. bobandtom.com/podcast.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Serena Williams lost her first singles match in nearly a year. She was beat by number 115th ranked Harmony Tan of France in 3 sets at Wimbledon yesterday. A person with knowledge of the decision says Lakers guard Russell Westbrook exercising his option to play $47.1 million next season with the Los Angeles Lakers. And the NFL insisted on an indefinite suspension while Deshaun Watson's legal team argued there's no basis for that punishment. Both sides presented their cases in front of that retired judge in Delaware yesterday. 2 people in attendance report that the hearing will continue on Wednesday, and Watson's scheduled to be there for the duration. Major League Baseball interleague action yesterday. Houston beat the Mets, Milwaukee over Tampa Bay, San Francisco beat Detroit. In the American League, Cleveland, the Yankees, Minnesota, Toronto, Texas, Seattle, and the White Sox all win. The National League, your winners, Washington, Atlanta, St. Louis, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Arizona. And 2 games in the WNBA last night, Washington and Minnesota, your winners. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors, and I'll show you my... Take a test drive, and I'll also let you see my...
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey, guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my, I'll let you in the, and after that, you're in the.
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Special guest,
Randy Gandhi.
He's a Rundy Gundy. We say Rundy.
Rundy Gundy?
Rundy Gundy.
Randy Gandhi. The answer is...
The answer is sputum samples.
Sputum samples.
Exactly.
The question...
What do you call someone who's a spitting image of junior samples? The answer is
yes.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Yes.
Oh, no.
What did Barbie yell as she made love with Ken in the tool shed? The answer is aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Yes.
The question. Tough envelope.
What does the coat girl say to Sammy Davis right after she says, hat, sir? The answer is Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
What happens when Stevie Wonder tries to shave himself?
Bob and Tom. 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Could you lower that volume on the...
Christy Lee at the news desk. I just got him to turn it up for the sound effects. Leave him alone. There's Pat Godwin.
I check.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Having a nut cup.
Yeah, man, a nice fistful of cashews.
Yeah, there you go.
That was probably the worst Western I've ever seen. Some guy growing cashews, and nobody got shot or anything. It was really boring.
No.
How many pistachios have you had?
What? Did you count them, punk?
There's Ace
hungry for
Cosby.
good fats?
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Well, this is a request. I think Christy kind of came up with this one.
Yeah.
From
She's
Mr.
a Hall of
Godwin.
Famer.
It's one of my favorite Pat Godwin songs.
Fill your request.
Now, there was a time when Pat was recovering. You may recall. It was more of an era, really.
Still recovering?
Yes, the back surgery epic.
Yeah, Pat had some serious back surgery.
It's been 6 months.
In the Pleistocene
Takes 8 months,
era.
Christy.
Huh?
Takes 8 months for it to fuse.
Okay. Well, the
Not out of
larger
the woods.
point here is that there was a period of time in which you had to have a special fence around your bed.
It's still there. Everything's still there. The ice is there. The pad's there.
Fall out.
The rail's there.
And you have that.
It's not a fence. It's a rail.
You have the Steve Canyon nose thing you wear to get air. What's it called?
CPAP, yeah.
Steve Canyon.
Yeah. Who's that?
Let's go. The Top Gun. It's the Maverick
Right.
That's
face
for
thing.
sleep.
There you go.
The song explains all this.
I would imagine that. I imagine a lot of folks these days have had that
CPAP.
The guys that have the CPAP have tried the Maverick move on their wives or girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, does this remind you of Tom Cruise in Top Gun?
You can have my rear anytime.
Yes, as Baldo mounts her with the thing.
Baldo.
Yeah, don't you hate bald guys?
Oh, anybody with a CPAP.
Fatty
Clearly
Baldo.
bald.
Fat and bald.
Yes.
The way you talk about people.
That could be me. The larger point here is, Pat.
If I were to do some entertaining, there'd be some explaining to do.
Yes, you have to explain to these women what's going on with all your stuff.
Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my modified bed. That side rail's there because I fell out of bed a couple months ago. Waking up from what's called sleep paralysis, and I busted my right eye. Why won't you stay? Is it that CPAP I have on my head? I'm a heavy snorer, you see, and the CPAP forces air into my lungs, allowing me to sleep better and longer. Lots of people have them. Whatever image you had in your mind, I'm guessing it wasn't the nursing home kind. Still let it stay. The mattress pad is for my back. I had a spinal fusion last December 1st. They put 7 rods and screws in there between the L5 and S1. Oh, I shy away. Is it the back brace and my cold ice pack? The ice reduces the inflammation, and I also take medication for nerve pain called Lyrica. It can make me impotent, from time to time. So I take a Cialis, let the loving begin. My back can only last a minute or two. Then these bolts of sharp pain go shooting through my legs and feet. I have to stop making love immediately. Run, lady, run. Does this happen every time? He doesn't understand why it happens.
Yeah, the poor guy.
There you go.
You have a nice comforter at least, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of Nashville style.
Some blood all over it.
There's blood all over it.
Now, when do you have your final checkup for this surgery?
At the 8-month mark.
Well, he'll never.
Are you still having problems?
He'll never be.
If I sit in one place for too long, like the 6 hours I'm here, it'll be numb when I leave here. Then that goes away.
What's something you can do in 8 months that you can't do right now that you're looking forward to?
Probably yoga, running a little bit.
Doggy?
No, that you're looking forward to.
He means something that you will actually do.
Making love, maybe.
All right. Now, can you have sex with her on top?
I can do some things, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm asking with her on top.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. That was more for me than anything.
I think you might like that one, Josh.
I'm sorry. Back to sports.
The Nielsen Company says the NBA Finals between two franchises, the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors, 24% more viewers than the 2021 Finals.
How about that?
Game 6 victory. About that. Yeah. Bigger than the Milwaukee Phoenix series. The first game of the Hockey Stanley Cup between Colorado and Tampa was seen by 4.2 million people. The sporting events on ABC, leading that network to an easy win in the weekly rating.
All right.
So there you go.
The only thing really getting ratings on network television now is it's going to be sports. And remember, at the end of the day, the NFL, individual NFL games will be almost all of the top 100 viewed shows.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
That's been that way for decades.
Well, live sports broadcasting in general that's the only thing people...
Especially, right.
Yeah.
But the NFL is obviously tops in that category, and I know you're looking forward to it.
It's been a long off season already. Man.
Should we get Kostaki on the phone to bring us up to speed on what's going on in the NFL?
I'm going to say no. But,
I want to see how he's doing. Remember, Kostaki's...
unlike most of the time, it'll be up to you. That's fine.
Kostaki's going through a rough spot. He's getting...
he's out there having fun.
Oh, you love
on
that.
the road.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to see who's doing.
Yeah, you do. No, you love helping him.
Out there getting that strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kostaki.
Really?
He's a charming guy.
You must not have been out on the road with Kostaki very often.
You don't think Kostaki gets it?
No, of course I know he does.
Yeah, he closes.
Yeah, he's not Greg Warren.
Oh, no, he's not.
He goes in from the back.
Well, he's Greek.
I'm sorry, back to sports.
Serena Williams lost her first singles match in nearly a year. She looked out of breath and shape and winded to me during
Well, maybe
the whole
she's tired
thing.
of playing tennis.
She's 40. I don't know why.
Why didn't she just quit?
She was beaten by 115th ranked Harmony Tan of France in 3 sets.
No tan lines.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
Harmony of
it's just
skin
a perfect balance.
Speaking of her tan lines, I watched the little this match yesterday because I'm starting to follow that Coco Gauff. She advanced yesterday. I like that little Coco Gauff. She's quite the little tennis player.
How's her dad, Jack?
Jack Goff?
Yeah.
Oh, I see
all
what
the Goff
you did.
family.
That's right.
You made us be crass.
Well,
her brother's whack.
Her
Whack
mother's,
golf.
Her mother's maiden name is Mahog.
Come on. Come on.
And she hyphenates it?
She hyphenates it now.
She's Mrs. Jack Mahogoff?
Yeah, that's right.
Cynthia Mahogoff.
No, you're complicating it.
I'm back in junior high. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, Harmony Tan on a serve hit the ball. They exchanged, and I think Serena won this particular
Volley.
point. And then Harmony Tan got a tennis ball out of her panties. I mean, like, where else would you keep it because of Wimbledon's clothing restrictions?
From the back?
But no, like from the
side,
the hip.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what all girls do.
They have shorts.
I do that with golf balls too.
But she had like sheer.
What, do you think she was going to cough them up like a bowling ball coming out of retrieval?
Why don't they put little pockets in her skirt or something for the tennis balls? It doesn't make any sense.
You'd think it'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah. She whipped it right out of there, man. Like she knew what she was doing. I didn't know Christy's friend. She has a friend who plays tennis. I didn't know her. I wouldn't have.
You do that with golf balls?
No, I do it with golf balls in my squirt. Put them in the short part.
So you don't take like two and use them like Benoit balls?
I know squirts have pockets.
No, my squirts don't have pockets.
No
That's
pockets.
a problem.
Has anyone ever done
I do have
that?
golf skirts that have pockets.
It's Josh. Like a Titleist set of Benoit balls. They got extra dimpling or whatever you call it.
For your pleasure.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know, my golf balls have your face on them, and I can't wait to get up there to drive.
I forgot about those.
Oh, yeah. I played with them on Sunday.
You played with your balls.
Play with Tom's balls Sunday? Wow.
The golf balls, yeah.
I found that's called job security. He doesn't mind when I play with it, especially my psoriasis is cleared up. I use a nice lotion. And,
oh, boy.
What am I doing so far? Oh, yes. That's the spot.
I'm enjoying
That's
it.
what I
Right
strive
there.
for. Yes,
Don't forget
yes,
the balls.
I'm enjoying it. Yes,
good.
Yes.
Very much. The NFL. I was wrong about the year-long suspension the NFL wants for Deshaun Watson. They want an indefinite suspension for Deshaun Watson.
No, that's what my dad used to do.
Indefinite, mister.
That's what he would say.
You're
You're grounded indefinitely. And because you know what that meant? That meant if he got sick of us, after 2 days, he could go, all right, your grounding is over.
Yeah.
But if he said you're grounded for 2 weeks, he'd have to stick with it. He didn't want to be seen losing face.
And then, he's almost as grounded as you are because he's stuck with you. Yeah.
Indefinitely. That's what he would say.
Indefinitely.
So we think the NFL will do indefinitely, and then everyone will forget about it.
So when they need him,
It'll
they
be
can go
Bring him back.
Is Baker Mayfield going to...
He was interviewed yesterday, and he said, I think both sides, the Browns and I think it's time to part our way. And they asked him, is there any way you'd play for the Browns? He goes, well, there would have to be some extensive reaching out on the part of them, but I don't think so. I think it's time for me to move on. And Seattle's been mentioned for Baker, and Carolina's always in the mix.
So will the Browns then stink again?
I don't know, Tom. There's no answer to that
Will
question.
they not have a quarterback?
They'll have Jacoby Brissett, I think.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's the quarterback there right now, I think.
Good guy. Hope he does well.
What's her name? Sue Robinson is the judge in Delaware yesterday. Oh, at the end of the district judge, Sue Robinson, at the end of the preliminary hearing, she said, go Browns. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's going to play in.
It may.
A person with knowledge of the situation, Lakers guard Russell Westbrook is exercising his option to play for $47.1 million next season. Thanks, Russ. Thanks for nothing. Nothing. He'll never win an NBA championship.
You think so?
I said that 10 years ago. He's the most selfish, next to me. He's the most selfish person.
You're the Russell Westbrook of radio.
That's
aren't
right.
you?
Nobody will ever succeed with me on their team. Phillies slugger Bryce Harper. Boy, that's a name that Tom hung out with when he was in high school. Bryce.
Yes.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Harper at home? Can we take the skiff?
We lost our polo mallets.
He's going to have...
I refuse to take the gaff-rigged boat. The boom almost took my face off yesterday.
He's going to have surgery today on his broken left thumb. Someone hit him in the ass.
I see what you're saying.
And David Rush is in the
World record.
it's a damn sports. David Rush, another chin balancing record.
That's a good one.
Is it?
After balancing a lawnmower, not running, and a chainsaw not running on his chin.
Pussy.
He took on the Guinness World Record title for the greatest distance traveled while balancing a guitar on his chin.
Wow.
I see.
After walking for an hour and 7 minutes, he managed to cover 3.4 miles before the guitar fell off his chin.
That's amazing.
But a 6-string, semi-hollow body.
If I drove by, I would throw a half-full soda at it.
Well, that's saying something. You'd part with it.
They accidentally gave me diet.
This is kind of cool. Now, if he did it with a stand-up bass, it would be really cool.
No.
Well,
It sure would.
you wouldn't be able to do that.
Here's what it sounded like when the guitar fell off his chin.
It's your one-man band right there.
Oh, yeah.
Little chin music.
That would be a feat if he balanced a one-man band on his chin.
The attempt was confirmed by Guinness. So there you go.
Now he's going to try it again. He's going to go the other direction around the track with a left-handed strong guitar.
Oh, naturally. He would.
Of course.
You know what? There's nothing funny about that. Nothing.
You know,
not one syllable.
See, they're left-handed strong and right-handed. I'm sure Dean probably enjoyed it.
Syllable.
Well, here's something obscure.
One syllable makes you smaller.
The guitar player, you've heard of William David Charlie Chin?
Nope.
Never heard of him.
But, yeah, Charlie Chin, he was the guitar player in a band called Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys.
Yeah, boy, they roll off the tongue.
Album produced
Did you
by...
hear what he said, though? Oh, no, you've heard of him.
Album
No, we haven't.
Album produced by Mr. Jimi Hendrix.
What's the point?
So you people think it was Hendrix? Under a pseudonym?
Could be. I don't know.
Didn't you bring me in for this story? Frank here.
Hey, Frank. I'm glad I knew that you were rolling around in here somewhere.
For this little record, you want me to sing
this
now,
is once
huh?
again David Rush, the world record for chin balancing a guitar.
I got you balanced on my chin. I hope it's not a good guitar, because this may not go so well. It could be over before I begin. I've got a guitar balanced on my chin. All right, that's why you brought me in. See you later, there, fellas.
Thank you, Frank. The chairman.
Not as impressive as...
That's it.
Not as impressive as the famous Susanna's boyfriend.
Who?
Yeah.
He balanced a banjo on his knee. Who can forget that great?
Won't you balance for me?
Oh, you mean Suzanne?
Yeah.
Oh,
Susanna's boyfriend.
Sure, old girl. Yeah. There's another record. Who wants to hear it?
Comes from Alabama.
My feelings exactly.
Alabama.
Honda has broken the Guinness World Record for the largest rugby ball mosaic.
What?
What is it?
I had to look that up, too.
Instead of ignoring it.
No.
You looked it up.
Instead of ignoring the story.
Thrust it upon us.
It's
Can I
more than
guess?
2,000 rugby balls. Guess, Willie.
Do they tear them up and then they make them into like little art with different
No,
colored
they
shreds?
take the balls and they lay them down.
Are they still? The balls are still intact, though, right?
Yeah.
Inflated?
Yep. They look like rugby balls. Look like sort of pudgy American footballs. They're not globular. They're more.
Yes. It's not an oblate spheroid.
Thank you very much.
It's a rugby ball. Yes.
And then some of them are wrapped in like red burlap or something.
What's the mosaic?
It's the Honda logo.
Oh, I see.
Because Honda's party has hooked up with.
Are they sponsoring rugby?
Yes, they're sponsoring rugby, and
Aha.
I only did the story because I wanted Chick to be able to say Twickenham Stadium because it always makes him happy.
The company's UK branch organized the attempt at Twickenham Stadium.
See?
Where a total of 2,030 balls were used to make an exact replica of the brand's logo. Honda.
That's my Churchill.
That was good.
It covered an area of over 1,700 square feet. That's like 1 square foot, 1,700 times.
Oh, I see.
A Guinness World Record adjudicator was on site to verify the record.
The religion has nothing to do with it.
The balls used in the mosaic will be donated to grassroots rugby clubs across the UK.
Sponsored by dental clinics.
Rugby, yes. Just a sport that should be outlawed. No helmets, just banging into each other.
Badass.
Isn't it safer?
bleeding on each other.
Rugby is unbelievably dangerous.
I think they get injured less than football players do.
Because they're not wearing any pads.
But not as whiny either.
Less people play. I know. Less people play. I know that.
If you ever watched, those guys are real tough. But anyways, it's kind of fun. I'm glad Honda's stepping up. Don't you think? No?
I don't care. No. What?
To sponsor rugby? When's the last time you watched rugby on
Honda's
TV?
stepping up.
Yeah, they're helping support athletics.
Is there a joke that ends with makes the fart go Honda? What is that? Like your heart grows
Yeah,
Honda.
right. And if the fart grows Honda or goes Honda, yeah.
Yeah.
Absinthe.
Like
Absinthe? Is it absinthe?
It might be
absinthe makes the
fart go Honda.
What is the setup? Is some liquor thing?
I don't. Could be.
Is this a Toulouse-Lautrec joke?
No, this
with
is
absinthe?
honestly a joke I kind of partially remember. It's like Man Who Farteth in Church sitting on pew.
A classic.
I heard
Absinthe.
that when I was 6
so
or 7.
disappointed in it.
Yeah, we had it in St. Louis.
I had it in a cocktail not too long ago, and it was.
I'm not sure, but I think the absinthe that is legal today isn't the.
Isn't the fun?
I've always heard that too.
I believe the absinthe
hallucinatory.
The old-fashioned absinthe, I believe, was full of mercury or something.
Oh.
Got you really high and killed you.
Okay.
Well,
you want to cut your own ear off. I think that was the famous story.
Of course. Now, when we come back, we have
absinthe makes the fart go Honda.
Yeah, we know the punchline. We'd like the setup, please.
Okay, if anybody knows that, go ahead and tweet me or email us or whatever they want.
Coming up, do you know someone who's a celebrity worshiper? There's an interesting psychological study about people who get all caught up in famous people rather than getting involved in their own lives.
I read this great thing by Gwyneth Paltrow, and she was saying that we need to get over these instincts.
She's so wise.
Yes. There we were meditating over her candle called "I Smell Like a Vagina," which is
like my vagina.
It's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen.
That candle's not bad.
But does it really have that? Do you think?
No, it doesn't smell like that.
A little bit.
Or like.
No, it doesn't, you guys.
I think everyone has their own
special scent.
Odor.
Okay. When we come back,
among you,
we'll also find out about
a hint of potato soup.
The world's youngest Mensa members coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, will there be, feminine hygiene commercials, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you to... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom.
You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, don't forget about Bob and Tom Tonight, the video webcast of highlights of today's show when you heard me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Just check out Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You folks know how to do that. You can also see the show on our Facebook page if you'd like. Check out bobandtom.com for more details. Why watch the news and get depressed when you can watch Bob and Tom Tonight and laugh? That's what we do, everybody. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, Allie Breen and Sexy Time on the way on a hump day. It is June 29th, Wednesday, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Depeche Mode has now revealed what killed keyboardist Andy Fletcher last month was an aortic dissection. That's a tear in a weakened part of the main artery from the heart. The band says in a statement they had a celebration of Fletcher's life in London last week. Billie Eilish and Phineas are among the nearly 400 people who've been invited to join the Academy of Motion Pictures Art and Sciences. They were invited as members of the music branch. Eilish and Phineas won an Oscar for the Best Original Song this year for No Time to Die from the James Bond film of the same name. And John Batiste, Brandy Carlisle, Alicia Keys, and Brad Paisley are all going to perform as part of an NBC special aimed at raising funds for those affected by the war in Ukraine. Other celebrities who will appear on the special include Jeff Daniels, friend of the show, and Julianne Moore. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will give remarks. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, and good morning, and welcome to the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show, well, you know. Let's go to the phones and just go to the phones, huh? Good morning, you're on the program.
Hello, Mr. Insinuation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a...
Got a...
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with my wife.
Okay.
And, well,
she's not letting you...
You know.
Or she's not giving you...
Well, yeah, and...
oh, boy.
You know, I was wondering how long that would...
She's not doing the...
Yeah. And
Okay. Have you tried...
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but have you tried this?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Mr.
Now,
I. have
you followed... Now, if you tried that, follow it up with one of these.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, give it one of these.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
All right, well, thank you for every...
That ought to get you...
Well, yeah, okay.
You know, okay.
All right.
Well, I see by the way we have a shortened show today. And thanks for calling today. And it's been the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show...
You know.
Right.
Sure.
Fabulous program.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
In the Hawkeye Pierce casual wear.
Yes.
Looking chill. Looking
That's
cool.
right.
No big deal,
The
gang.
Army Green Tea. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
He's working on something over here.
Oh.
And I think Josh has the absinthe makes the fart go Honda over there.
Oh, really?
We've developed
We're not
a joke
sure if it's the actual joke or not.
This is certainly a fair version of it.
Before we get to that, I was working. I saw Sean Puffy Combs, the former P. Diddy. Puffy got an award.
It's called Diddy.
The other
They call him
night.
Diddy now.
Okay, well, I'm familiar with him mostly as Puffy, and then of course a good friend of the show, Gabriel Iglesias.
You're not familiar with him at all.
Is also
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Fluffy and Puffy.
So it's Fluffy and Puffy. Okay, and then who else is named Puffy? Anybody else out there?
Well,
it's either Fluffy or
And
Puffy.
this is just for Tom. And B.O. Plenty, he's scruffy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, see?
B.O. Plenty is one of the characters from Dick Tracy.
Oh, okay.
By the way, get it? B.O.
B.O. Plenty? I love those names.
I'm surprised he's not
Hilarious.
sitting in for Dick Hitswater. That would make
It
sense.
wouldn't be a joke. It'd just be ripping off Dick Tracy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. Start talking.
There's no one there. Sorry.
There's no one there.
We've got to hear Ace's Dick Hitswater impression again. Did you hear that?
There's Dick Hitswater.
So
That's funnier than any joke today.
Is the secret to doing that? You just talk on the side of your mouth. Ace is doing this. Well, if that's the case,
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Why did my buddy, he's a blacksmith, why did he go to jail?
I don't know why.
For forgery.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
forging. You see, forging
in the
iron.
fire, yeah.
You
forging
see.
No, I'm
iron,
laughing at no one laugh. Zero.
That was the vacuum.
Oh, there's the phone.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
And it's Dick Hitswater. This is Dick Hitswater, sitting in for Sean Quincy Adams. And this is some other news. Great distant relative. Well, the 4th of July is nearly here, and picnics are being planned for backyards and parks across the country. Now, usually families opt for a park because who wants to clean up that doggy fecal fest in your backyard?
Sure.
It sure makes croquet tough. Here at Some Other News, we put together some important safety reminders to help you prepare for your 4th of July picnic. Number 1. Keep a sharp eye open for dangerous pests. Remember, murder hornets also have a murderous appetite for 4th of July food.
They do?
You don't want to find yourself fighting for your life, all because you and a pack of murder hornets wanted that last hot dog together. Yeah. Now, be aware that although brown recluse spiders are normally reclusive, they are inexplicably drawn to fireworks and the music of Garth Brooks.
Oh.
And resist the temptation to raid a beehive for honey to put on your Aunt Betty's biscuits. And speaking of Aunt Betty's biscuit, don't think too long about that biscuit of hers. Yikes. Boy, that's gross. Probably the best advice, safety advice I can give you is this. Be very careful that food poisoning does not add an unexpected explosive ending the day's festivities. As you enjoy your festive Independence Day meal, remember, mayonnaise and 90-degree heat do not mix well.
No, they don't.
Do not.
Unless you're watching two hot naked chicks in a mayonnaise wrestling contest at your drunk neighbor Larry's house in his empty above-ground pool.
Yeah, that's hot.
Cha-cha-cha. Hey, if you're concerned about food poisoning, here's how you can tell if people at your 4th of July picnic may have it. Now, some people have turned red, white, and also do not think too long about, and mostly blue. People started complaining about their painful cornhole, and they're not talking about the game. Horseshoes aren't the only thing that guests are heaving. Maybe I should back this teleprompter up.
That'll help.
And finally, the three-legged race turns into the three-legged runs.
Oh.
Attention, any adults holding a lit sparkler, put down that sparkler and go back to the bar. You look like a douchebag. And kids, if you see an adult holding a sparkler who is saying, "Look at me, I'm the Statue of Liberty," feel free to vigorously kick them in the genitalia. These are tips from old Dick Hitswater. When shooting bottle rockets at your friends, aim directly at them. Hold the rocket sideways like gangsters hold their guns to look extra cool. Always shoot fireworks toward an elderly uncle or grandfather. That way, though, you get to see them dance like Jed Clampett with ants in his pants. And finally, here's a good rule of thumb to remember. Finally, the shorter the fuse you have, the longer your penis is. Remember that, fellas. Another tip from old Dick Hitswater. Sitting in for Sean Quincy Adams. And this has been Some Other News. I'm lighting the fuse. Look out!
It's a rough day all the way around.
Yeah. It must be contagious.
Okay, let's see if we can cleanse the palate. You have found the Honda joke based on the rugby ball situation.
This is not going to cleanse any palate.
Yeah. It's, the version that Josh has is somewhat convoluted, but I think you can distill it down to something a little bit more manageable.
It's guy walks into a doctor's office there. Says, "Doc, every time I rip ass, it makes a really strange noise. Like it sounds like it's saying a word." And Doc, well, what word is that? He said, "A Honda." Wait, what do you mean, like the motorcycle? Yes, it's very strange. I don't know how it happened. The doctor said, "Look, I don't really have time for this. If you have a serious issue, please tell me." "No, Doc, you got to listen." And he leans over there and he lets one go, and sure enough, Honda comes right out of his behind there. Yeah. The doctor says, "Oh my gosh, I may know what's that. Oh, open your mouth for me, please, will you?" And the guy does, and the doctor looks and says, "Oh, you see what you've got there is an abscess tooth." And this has been known to happen.
Yeah.
And the guy says, "What? You're telling me an infected tooth can cause this?" And the doctor looks at him and said, "Well, Steve, everyone knows that abscess makes the fart go Honda." That's it.
That's it.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
I think you rescued that break.
Absolutely.
You did a wonderful job.
And remember, when you're
Couldn't have got any worse.
when you're shooting bottle rockets, aim for old people so they dance like Jed Clampett as the rocket approaches.
The version I had heard was a guy says, "Hey," and the doctor says, "Have you been eating or drinking anything unusual?" And he said, "I tried absinthe for the first time."
Right.
Yeah, that's the one I'd heard.
Right.
So, but I think both are fair.
This one, the tooth one's better.
You like that one better?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It puts the doctor in play. no one knows what absinthe is anymore, except real jackass former.
Hey, I just had an absinthe cocktail a week ago.
That is kind of one of those things.
I just had never tried it. I always heard about it.
Yeah,
so
you should try it if you.
Sounds try that.
Was it green?
No.
Yeah,
Where were they serving that?
Was green.
Was it green?
Do you remember the place it was a breakfast place, right?
Oh yeah, you guys did have it there.
Yeah. Somewhere in St. Louis. I forget where it was.
Now, so is the only famous person nicknamed Puffy Sean Combs?
Nickname Puffy?
You're Puffy, you're Fluffy.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon, yeah. So you could put those three together and you'd have a Puffy posse.
A Puffy posse?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're going for. The Kardashians?
One of the Kardashians was complaining about her Puffy posse.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. I got it wrong?
You misunderstood the story.
When we come back, we'll not clarify that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
We're rolling through a Wednesday morning with you and everybody else that's around. Just look around you. You're all here together. We're all here together. And the important part is you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. It is a Wednesday. Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast. Allie Breen as well. Hey, coming up on Thursday, Al Jackson will be joining us, and a very special Greg Warren and the Warren Report coming up on Thursday. Normally we hear Greg on Monday. It's been shifted to Thursday, so keep that in mind. It'll be in the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow. We get emails from folks wanting to track down the Warren Report again, usually Monday. This week, a special Thursday report, but that's coming up tomorrow. We still have sexy time. And Allie Breen on the way. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Nielsen Company says the NBA Finals series between the two storied franchises reached 24% more viewers than last year's NBA Finals. Nearly 14 million people watched the Golden State Warriors clinch their fourth championship since 2015 with a Game 6 victory over the Boston Celtics, the franchise with the most NBA titles overall. The series as a whole averaged 12.3 million viewers, beating the 9.9 million who watched 2021's final series between Milwaukee and Phoenix. The first game of hockey Stanley Cup Finals between Colorado and Tampa Bay was seen by 4.2 million people. All of these sports events seen on ABC, leading the network to an easy win in the weekly ratings. Leaders of the world's wealthiest democracies have struck a united stance to support Ukraine for as long as it takes as Russia invasion grinds on. They vowed to hit Russia with immediate and severe economic pain for the invasion. Part of that could be steps to cap Russia's income from oil sales that are helping to finance the war. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Yeah, my little son Liffy, he's been begging me to take him on a road trip, and I got a whole list of different ideas I want to run past you.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything he wants to do is expensive. Like last night, he said he wanted to take a Disney cruise. I'm like, Disney cruise? Ain't you noticed we can't even afford the Disney Channel?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
We have a guy that is, I mentioned earlier, internationally famous for a little something. It's the only talk show devoted to the artistry of the bass guitar. It's a little thing we like to call Bass Talk. Wow. It's the Bass Talk Show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. It's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
They don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
You're in for 100, right?
Gotta give her more than that. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Will someone assuage his fears about his kid at camp, please?
Please.
He's driving all the behind-the-scenes types up a wall.
Well, why do you think I'm staying in here?
That was my, but they can't. Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
How you doing?
It's the third day. I think he's fine, Pat.
I'm just asking what they do tonight.
Why?
Willie knows.
He's at camp. They probably have a nice campfire. They sing some songs.
Fire.
Yeah, he likes fire, right?
No.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick. There's Tom.
Oh, thank you very much.
Pat, this might be the only time I'm helpful. I've got an inside guy. So if you want, I can text my guy at camp and he can get some reports on Jim.
That'd be good, yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to my guy.
Why are you doing this?
It's because
he needs to learn that he... never mind.
His son's going to be fine. He's having fun.
You need to learn to let go, Pat.
Okay. Maybe you could teach me.
Okay. Now,
I'm not teaching you
I believe we were
teach me a few things.
We were learning about
that goes without saying.
things in the world of news with Christy Lee. What have you got over there?
Social media users are mocking the band Kiss.
Why?
Well, there was a flag mix-up, Josh. It happened in Vienna.
A flag mix-up?
According to New Musical Express, the band concluded a show at the Wiener Stadthalle Hall with the phrase, "Kiss loves you, Vienna."
Yeah.
And displayed on a giant screen as fans were leaving the arena. Photos shared online, though, show that the Kiss logo was featured over the Australian flag rather than the flag of Austria.
Hilarious.
Whoopsie.
By the way, don't throw away that flag, fellas. Kiss will be visiting Australia in August before wrapping up their 2022 tour with North American festivals in September.
If they don't put an Austrian flag in the back saying Kiss loves Australia, this is worth nothing.
Now, I took the liberty of, since I wanted to demonstrate sonically the difference here. So, obviously, flags don't make a sound.
No.
So I have I asked Dean to prepare the Australian national anthem and the Austrian national anthem.
Okay.
Okay. See if you know which one this is.
Australians all
I'm going to go Austria. I got to guess.
Wait, let's hear the other one first.
We are young and free.
It's the Australian national anthem.
No joke. It says it right in the first words.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like they're going to break into afternoon delight.
Yeah, it does.
Australians all
I don't know why we're hearing it again.
Rejoice, for we are young.
I want to make my point about afternoon delight. Which one of those babes did you want to nail, Chick?
Taffy.
Taffy?
Taffy Danoff.
Starland vocal
Taffy
band.
Danoff.
Starland vocal band. Yeah.
Who sings that kind of a cappella Australian thing? Is that Boys to Men at Work?
There you go. Now here's the Austrian national anthem. Sounds like ABBA to me. Kind of church-like.
Very.
Yeah. Very.
I thought Waltzing Matilda was in there somewhere. Isn't that?
This is Austria.
No, for Australia.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it is waltzing
It sounds
Matilda.
like castrato and
ostentatious.
Oh yeah, once again
No,
here.
waltzing Matilda for Australia is like their unofficial, isn't
But
it?
this is the national anthem.
Okay.
This is so
And
Once
this-
again,
and-
Tom, the idea is for people
And this is
to want to listen to the show.
I'd like to prove my point.
I don't.
The,
just
the
let it go.
Australians
Christy, what's
stole.
going on? Oh,
they
God.
stole their national anthem from Taffy.
Nothing like it.
Doesn't sound anything like Starland Vocal Band.
Which one don't you want to hear more?
See, now I demonstrated sonically
Yeah, amazing.
the
You're
difference
right.
between the
Yes.
Australian flag and the Austrian flag. By the way, this is not Kiss's first mistake. Once again, the band Kiss put the Australian flag up
Have you seen it?
at their show in
It's like behind the Kiss logo. They put the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's a fun fact. Kiss famously at their 2019 show in Cincinnati, their tour shirts had spelled the word Cincinnati wrong.
Well, that's easy to do.
They had 2 T's at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better than one S in the front.
I suppose.
Honestly, I always just spell it Cincinnati because it's just a little more fun anyways, and then it doesn't matter because you can't mess up.
Okay, well, in any event, be watching for Kiss. Now, is Kiss doing any regular concerts when they get back to North America or strictly festivals? Oh, they are doing some regular gigs?
Yeah.
I'm going to see him for the
Europe
first time.
Just been in Europe for like 2 months. So.
You're going to see him for the first time?
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Wow.
They're
oh.
fun. Where are you going to see him?
Big ass festival in Louisville.
Oh.
Really? Yeah.
The Big Ass Festival?
It's the Louder Than Life Festival. But yeah.
I thought I know they make those big ass fans down there.
They sure do. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's the name of the company.
Yes.
Big ass fans.
Yeah. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
How big are they?
Big ass. I mean, they really are. When you look at it, that's a big ass fan.
Yeah.
Ceiling or what kind of fan are we talking about?
Like
industrial. Yeah.
Like it's so big it could be on a fan boat kind of thing?
Exactly.
Just about, yeah.
Wow, that's a big ass
They're
fan.
great. I was at a restaurant in the Caribbean and they had a big ass fan.
Hey,
that's from the US
off
of
the
A.
table? Why is that a helpful thing?
This was hotter than hell there, and then the big ass fan was nice.
You know what? This is going to sound dumb. I looked these up. This is a really big ass fan, man. This thing is huge.
Yeah, it's a perfect name. It's good company.
This thing is way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, their line of women's panties didn't go well.
Big ass panties?
Yeah,
That'd be a cute name.
I think a lot of women thought it was insulting.
I like big ass panties. Sure. No, I think that would be a good.
Nothing wrong
Own
with
it.
a big ass.
It's my favorite Queen song, Big Ass Lady.
Actually, women of all sizes, but plus size women are really owning it these
You
days.
get
I
Ashley,
love
what's
it.
her face to?
Sure.
Lizzo?
Sure.
Yeah, she has her own line
wear
of
them.
intimates. She
Lizzo does have her own line?
Yeah.
And she has those adult diapers, Wizzo.
Oh, God.
See, I knew you weren't.
Slim.
I knew you weren't being positive.
Can we hear one of my favorite Haywood songs about large intimates?
Oh, of course we can.
Okay, I'd love to.
I love that tune.
Speaking of celebrities, recent research has found celebrity worship is a predicator of impulse buying behavior.
Oh, a predicator.
It's a predictor. It was a predictor. The results
That's
show
Hall
that.
of Fame winner, Christy
That's
Lee.
right. Borderline celebrity worship.
Predict for your.
What do you do before lovemaking?
Predict.
What you said this one time. Don't get in a predicament.
The results show
The
borderline.
predicament is a
predicament.
is a soothing,
Yeah.
soothing lozenges. So when you go down, you don't throw up.
There we go.
Relaxes the throat muscles.
How's that not a commercial?
Celebrity worship. Results show borderline celebrity worship positively predicted impulse buying behavior.
Really?
Higher levels of celebrity worship were also associated with higher levels of empathy, which led to greater impulse buying intent.
Well, this is exactly why celebrity magazines are right at the checkout.
Right. And why celebrities do a whole bunch of commercials.
Yeah.
And why people buy shoes made by Kanye West.
Sure.
Or any
Or
of these
Jessica
other,
Simpson.
Right.
Or
Right.
Carlos Santana has a line of shoes.
Or the Gwyneth Paltrow
really?
vagina-scented candles.
Santana has shoes?
For ladies. I don't know if he does for men, but.
Carlos Santana has shoes in there for women?
Yes.
I got to get a pair of those.
You've got to change your evil heels.
I want the black magic walker.
So the essence of this is that people who make bad choices make bad choices. I think, okay, so.
Something about empathy is interesting, that
Yeah.
they're more empathetic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, they do have them for men, too.
Yeah, I can't wait. My Free Britney T-shirt's on the way.
Sure.
Back ordered. I want to get on that
Yeah.
right
She's
away.
already been freed and married, so you're okay.
Man, I don't care. Well, can you give me the teaser, Christy?
Yes, coming up, we have hot dog water in the news. We have the Pope in the news. He's telling you guys to get married. And
really?
Yeah.
How many times? I think I hit my limit. What is he
Stop
talking
living
about?
at home and get married.
Why don't you get married? Who are you, my dad? Telling me to get married, you're not even married?
Oh, and we have one of the youngest members of Mensa coming up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really an amazing story.
Little
I didn't know they could measure IQ when they're that little, but we'll find out. Right now, I want to talk about great food. The summer of food. HelloFresh. What am I talking about? Well, HelloFresh has a great idea. What if someone else does the shopping for you? Then they do the measuring for you. They send you cards with great recipes right on them, and you're all set and ready to rock. Some of them super quick, as a matter of fact. They have the quick and easy menu. They've got family-friendly stuff. They've got whatever you want. Low carb, low cal, good old-fashioned comfort food. It's all there every week. 30 recipes to choose from. Plus, with the HelloFresh app, you can switch things up. If you want to switch the protein, you want to switch the sides. They're making it easier than ever, and now they've got their best offer ever, just so you'll try it. Once again, they do the shopping. They do the measuring. You'll get a box, and you can make something exotic. Will, give me some idea what I'm
One of my favorites, the pork carnitas tacos with pickled onion and Monterey Jack. HelloFresh is going to send you 12 ingredients. You put those together in 6 steps, and in just over a half hour, you have these delicious tacos from our friends at HelloFresh.
No, HelloFresh wants you to do it so much they've got this great offer. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Once again, the code is BTShow16 for 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. And have some great food, restaurant level. And stuff that, by the way, if you have kids like I do, they will clean their plates. This food is so good. And they've done the tough part. You don't have to spend an hour walking around trying to find the horseradish and the salsa and the what kind of weird stuff is this? Nope, they've already got it in the box. It's a blast. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Improve your life. That's right. Live better. It's BTShow16 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, we have a number of interesting things happening in the world of news, and I've got a feeling we're going to be hearing from a special guest or two. And then, naturally, since it's a Wednesday, we'll be talking sexy time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call an extremely long lip fart. And we are professionals here at the Bob and Tom Show. We got our lip farts down. At any rate, thanks for tuning in this morning on a Wednesday. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. One of our favorites on the way, comedian relationship expert Allie Breen. ALLIBREEN. Across all social media, Allie Breen, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. You can find her there. Also, AllieBreen.com for her tour schedule and all information about Allie. Sexy time on the way with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Ghislaine Maxwell, the socialite who once hung with royals, presidents, and billionaires, has now been sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for helping financier Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. The sentence is a victory for women who spent years seeking justice after earlier prosecutors failed to pursue the couple. Epstein, you'll recall, killed himself in 2019 while awaiting trial. The Federal Trade Commission is suing Walmart over its money transfer services. The agency says the discount seller lets its services be used by scam artists who've stolen hundreds of millions from Walmart customers. Among the claims, Walmart hasn't secured its money transfer unit and has not taught its customers or workers how to spot fraud. Walmart calls the suit factually flawed and legally baseless. And U.S. health officials are expanding the group of people recommended to get vaccinated against the monkeypox virus. They're providing more monkeypox vaccine, working to expand testing and taking other steps to try to get ahead of the outbreak. As of Tuesday, we've had 306 cases identified in 27 states and the District of Columbia. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says "Talking Dog, $20." So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, "I understand you got a talking dog for $20." And he goes, "Yep." He goes, "Can I see him?" He goes, "Yep, he's in the bedroom." So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, "Well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire."
Mm-hmm.
The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room to the other guys. He goes, "What's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, "'Cause he's a big liar."
That's a good one.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
I don't blame them. I'll say it like this. What I hate worse than the common flies are them little fruit flies that are always hanging around in bars or in the summer around wet dog feeders. I swear to God. They could be 1,000 miles away and somehow spot a wet dog feeder like a hawk surveying feeder mouse. They always find them. Flies are sort of badass. When you ever seen pictures of flies up close?
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Their eyes are like mini disco balls.
Yes.
They can see over like 200 different angles. Now, I bet flies would be great billiards players if they could make sticks to fit their hands.
Good point. Yeah, they can see everything.
Silly.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're
Hey, welcome back to Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Howdy.
There's Ace Cosby at the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Josh has a request.
What would that be?
We were talking about the company called Big Ass Fans.
Yes.
And they make...
Big ass fans.
They make fans. So the wind blowing things.
No. Ho. What are you talking about?
Well, the context was we were talking about
like enthusiastic followers of a sports team.
No, we were talking about celebrity worship and big fans of things. There was a psychological study that people who worship celebrities tend to be more impulsive buyers.
You know, you're a
that's the celebrity endorsement.
So that led to the discussion of the fan Big Ass Fans, which led to a discussion of big ass panties, and Josh, you then said that this is one of your favorite songs from Haywood.
Yeah.
Not a big-ass panties, but about, in this case, a gigantic brassieres.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah!
Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys' war they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
The genius of Haywood Banks. And congratulations to drummer Chris Pyle for trying to keep that in forward motion, even to the slightest degree. Very, very, very good. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. I'm sure we haven't missed anything.
Oh, you haven't. A home that was recently put on the market in Salina, Ohio, has 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and 2 jail cells. The Columbus Dispatch reports the jail cells, which had been purchased by the home's original owner.
Hang on a second. Christy pronounced that exactly correctly. It's not the Columbus Dispatch. It's the Columbus Dispatch. If you're from Columbus, that's how you say it. So don't stop her. Let her go.
Okay.
The jail cells purchased by the home's original owner allegedly housed gangster John Dillinger. Ryan Stackhouse, the Superior Plus Realtors agent who is listing the property, said, quote, I guess you could use them for your dogs, your kids, use your imagination.
Be great for the
great
kids.
kennel. No, I was dogs.
Oh, hey, no. You talk put him in.
your kids in a jail cell.
Talk about time out.
Maybe you could open it up to tourists. You could have ones of people coming every day to see that we're John Dillinger. Or is it Don Dillinger?
John Dillinger.
It's not Don?
No.
Are you sure?
Don Dillinger sells used cars down a couple blocks from here.
Hi, I'm Don Dillinger. I can get you a new Hyundai today.
I think you're wrong. I think it's Don Dillinger.
Do you remember, was it last year? No, a couple years ago, they were going to dig him up.
Yeah, they exhume him for something.
To prove that he's actually in there.
It was a History Channel motivated thing.
This cannot possibly be correct.
No, this guy, I read this.
No, I mean
this guy bought the
6,467 square foot home.
That's a big house.
Featured on Zillow Gone Wild. Also includes an indoor pool, a sauna, a grotto-style hot tub, and a pub. And it's only listed for $275. No way.
Maybe it's haunted.
Where is it on a 3-mile island? What
No
the hell?
joke.
Location.
Are you sure it's not $2 million?
I don't know.
Wow. Dillinger had gone on a spree of Midwest bank robberies in 1933 and 1934 and was incarcerated in the Allen County Jail in Lima,
Ohio.
from which he escaped in 1933.
Okay, here's the original article. I looked up Columbus Dispatch, as you would say.
That's right.
This says 275 thou.
That's amazing.
This is a huge.
It must
Can't believe that.
It must be in disrepair or.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good to me.
There's a mole people next door or something. I don't know.
Could be mole people.
Could be a bargain.
They're the worst.
This guy, I guess he bought the alleged Dillinger cells and
Oh.
No, if you're the tax assessor, do those count as bedrooms?
If it's air conditioned?
No, it has a closet, I think.
Oh, as bedrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely square footage.
If it's in the basement, does it need to have a window?
What? Yes.
You have to have a door to get out, too.
You have to have egress, but you could get out the jail cell door, right?
Well,
John Dillinger had a little-known brother, a twin, Don Dillinger.
No, he didn't.
Right there on my imaginary Wikipedia. It's right
Deliberately wasting our time.
Don and John Dillinger. Boy, you put them together.
And the famous story is that Dillinger was gifted in the most intimate manner.
What is it? What is he had, Christy?
What?
A John Dillinger?
He had a giant hog.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
And that's based on a photograph.
Sure he did.
A photograph of him at the morgue, and that's actually apparently his arm.
Look at this photograph. That's not his wiener, it's just his arm.
There used to be a restaurant right near where we're sitting.
Really?
That was jail cells.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever go there?
Of course I did.
I did, and the waitress dropped salsa, and it landed flat side down, and it exploded like a 4th of July fireworks.
Nice.
The salsa went everywhere.
I see. But it was just weird.
Worst restaurants I ever ate.
It's
the worst?
For that one little incident.
That's a one little incident.
It turned into one of the best
Okay.
burger joints in town, then a mom and pop burger place, but sadly that's gone now.
Man.
But you'd go sit in a thing, they would shut the sale, and they would slide your food under the
They
jail
didn't do
cell
that.
door.
They left the door open when I was there.
No, not
They
for
must
me.
not want you to wander
Smoking
off.
mirrors to hide the fact the food was subpar.
Did you ever hear the story about when they brought Dillinger down to bury him? They stopped at a restaurant, and then the patrons that were in there were able to pay, like, the police and folks to come out and look at the body and touch it and kind of poke around.
Cool.
Kind of weird.
I'd like to poke around.
They're
Kind
like,
of goof around, see what's going on.
You can go look at his body.
Well, remember at the time,
buy this house for
at the time there weren't as many famous people as there are now, and he was really,
When
really
you're on a spree, do you think you know you're on a spree, or they pronounce it a spree after you've been on a spree?
Yeah, no, but you don't want to ever mention that the person's on a spree to that person. It's like pitching a perfect game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotta be cool. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Same with a bender. You don't want to let anybody know.
You don't want to say, hey, 3 more banks, we're going to have the record.
Right.
We're going to have a spree. Yeah.
A spree is what happens when you get busy living life, chick.
Is that like 3 or more is a spree?
Is that it? I don't know.
I don't know.
You like the candy sprees?
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Ooh, the
It's just
chewy?
like,
really nice. I not the chewy ones. I like the sweet
multicolored,
tarts that have the.
Well, you get spreed down on the back of a Buick.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like to be,
God,
you know,
why do you always
you're
go
laying
down
there, the
Vulgar
guy's
Road?
throwing rope. Oh, the phone.
Jeez.
How do you feel about splay? When she's splayed out in the back seat?
Fun.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL, just got in from RD through MCO. I'm guessing by now you heard about that Zone 4 mongrel that airdropped a glamour shot of his entire portfolio to the 40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on the plane, and all of a sudden everybody had the picture of the guy's genitalia.
I know. Listen, it's not that hard to line up some mile-high action without sending out headshots of your man cannon. Am I right?
Yeah.
2 words from this million-miler. Soccer moms. I mean, soccer moms heading to Cabo for a girls' weekend are a great source of vitamins B and J. I know. Hey, Tight. Yo, Captain Lightfoot, are we going to taxi this plane to the gate, or should I have flights to slide and hoof it in? My God. Some of us may have a tight connection. By the time I swear on my assistant Deborah's life, if I get delayed one more time this week, I might stocking hurts and going back to selling prepaid attorney fees. You know, they blame it on COVID or the Russians invading Cambodia or both. But I mean, it's all an excuse to give subpar service now. So you're short-staffed because of COVID? Well, then hire more people. Pretty sure I just solved that quagmire. You know, it's like none of these Fortune 5 hundos have ever read Lou Holtz's book, Winning Every Day, The Game Plan for Success. I tell people all the time, I'm not in sales, I'm in solutions. And these airlines have to do better. For starters, give me the entire can of Fresca without me having to ask. Am I right?
Yeah. Yep.
And bring back peanuts. Hey, Tristan, if you're allergic to nuts, then take a Greyhound. My God. Oh, here's another solution. How about we take all the Sky Hags and replace them with Dr. Pepper machines? Then transplant them back into baggage drop so it doesn't take me 3 hours to check in on a Monday red-eye. Well, we're finally at the gate. I got to put on my sketches to go from Bravo 9 to Foxtrot 48. Hey, I'll call you from the Sky Club. We just landed.
All right.
Thanks,
Sounds
Kenny.
good, Kenny.
Thanks,
Thank
Kenny.
you.
Porco, what was it again?
Porkfolio.
Oh, porkfolio. Wow. Did you see that story?
Vitamin B and J.
The guy, was it an inadvertent?
No, the story that I read, and it wasn't just it wasn't like a selfie. Apparently he was
fishing.
No, he was being serviced at the time.
How about that? How about that?
And
why was he telling us?
He's telling everybody.
There it is.
He took whenever that encounter occurred, he had taken a picture of it
to prove.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he thought it would be funny if he airdropped it.
He meant to do it?
That's what he said in the article.
Guys rock.
Yeah.
We're the best.
Comedy is dangerous.
Oh.
He was arrested.
I'm pulling a Tom on this one because he's exactly what I expected him to look like. I'm sorry.
And he was arrested as he got off the plane.
Does he have one of those tight, severe haircuts and perfectly manicured eyebrows?
No.
The other way?
I'll show you.
Unkempt?
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Wow.
And the girl that got the picture that was sitting by him is apparently the one who contacted police. And
okay. So was the woman on the flight that he had been in the photo with him?
No, I don't believe so.
I see.
No.
He wasn't trying to prove he was mile-high-ing.
Yeah, then what's the point? It's like, hey, one time this happened. Here's a picture.
Well, he was happy about it.
As Willie said, guys.
We're cool, dude. We just want to tell everybody.
Yeah, why are you telling us? I'm telling everybody.
All right. Okay.
This is the Sky equivalent of, hey, smell my finger. You know, that's what this is.
Was it a POV shot, like from above?
I think so. I didn't see the picture. They didn't show it.
Well,
I'm
that's
just assuming.
ridiculous. Everyone else got it. Why can't we get it?
I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Let's move forward here. We have coming up, Allie Breen will be joining us for Sexy Time, the show in which we take your love troubles and try to fix them for you. And thus far,
we're 99 for 100, I heard.
Oh, you heard wrong.
Wow.
We'll certainly look forward to that. But in the meantime, we go back to the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Oh, yes, we have. A 2-year-old girl in Kentucky has become the youngest member of Mensa.
What?
Yes. Isla McNabb's parents told WLKY that they noticed
We're lucky if you watch us.
noticed their young daughter had an affinity for the alphabet and started sounding out simple words. Her father, Jason, said Isla soon began reading and at 2 years old already is reading at a kindergarten level. Mother Amanda said she can now read over 500 words. When her psychiatrist suggested testing Isla's IQ, they learned that the toddler had tested in the 99th percentile for her age group.
Wow. Oh, I see. So it's all relative.
She has been
Mensa.
invited to join Mensa, making her the youngest member to ever be inducted to the oldest high IQ society.
It's their daughter. Of course it's relative. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm clearly not a member.
I have a question. How's she doing on toilet training?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I imagine that's also part and parcel of being that bright.
You would think.
I don't know. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
She going to go to those meetings and everything?
Man.
They do have meetings.
I
sure.
know, but I doubt that.
I don't have any friends in Mensa. I've got some friends in another, like NAMBLA. Like they brag about that a lot.
What's NAMBLA?
I guess you have to be real smart to be in it. I don't know too much about it. They've invited Christy. Tom and Willie are just letting me stew with it.
Tell Christy.
Nothing funnier than the NAMBLA road.
Oh, yeah. Nothing funnier than saying that out loud.
Is that the Man Boy Love?
Yes, the National Association
heard of that before.
Man Boy Love.
There's a good reason.
Yeah.
Josh, as an American, I don't talk about it a lot. So.
Oh, I see. What happens in NAMBLA stays in NAMBLA?
Okay. It's the
first rule of NAMBLA.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't ever tell anyone you're in
Oh, my God.
So that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
everything's out there, Christy.
Dark world, Christy.
Everything's
I don't want
out
to know
there.
about that.
The internet has brought everything to the
forefront.
Yeah, it's all out now. If you want to find someone to cut off your balls, go on the internet and have the guy will do it in his kitchen for you.
4 presidents have been part of NAMBLA. You can
4?
guess. Yeah, you can guess.
That's a lie. Okay, 2 years old.
2. Yeah.
Now I know my ABCs. Let's talk about Socrates. That's
oh my gosh,
that's a smart kid.
That is a smart kid.
Coming up, we have a golden retriever who had to be retrieved.
Yes, a good sweetie.
Big puppy, good doggy. But the puppy is fine.
Yes.
We also have something that we invented on this show many years ago. Of course, I'm talking about hot dog water perfume. Hot dog water is actually in the news, and
That sounds good. Hot dog for lunch. Yeah.
you're not gonna you're gonna be
dog.
quite surprised.
The John Dillinger dog.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dillinger dog.
Both the twin. Don also had a big hog.
Did he?
Big hog. The Dillinger dog.
I think Don was a Nambla.
Well, you're not gonna give up on that, are you?
You're gonna keep riding that, huh? We
tried.
Where were we last week? And we were way past it, and you insisted on recalling it.
Was it the Australian national anthem?
You guys,
son of a bitch!
I'm trying to teach you a lesson. If you laugh harder at first, I don't have to go back.
So we're money ahead.
That's right.
Coming up, we have hot dog water. Right now, it's quiz time. Speaking of IQ test, Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
100, Tom. I like a firm mattress, and it stays firm.
And then, Christy Lee, this is very easy for you. What's your sleep
45. I'm kind of the opposite of Chick.
Kind of a soft mattress, but
number.
And either side of the bed can be set at the touch of a button. You can change it, so you're always going to have the perfect setting for your mattress. And with Sleep IQ data from Sleep Number, it'll help you pick the right level for your mattress. They've got all kinds of different options for Sleep Number beds, but right now, this is what's important. The Queen 360 C2 Smart Bed, the famous Queen 360, is now just $899, a savings of $200. It's a special sale right now with special financing available subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Check out sleepnumber.com/BT show for all the details. Remember, every great day starts the night before, so get a good night's sleep and get plenty of help from a Sleep Number bed. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. We missed it.
What?
Body Piercing Day. We'll update you on that coming up. Also, is it hot at your Bed Bath & Beyond? Well, there may be a reason. And we're also going to find out about Christy Lee's newfound fame. That's right. It's very important. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
right,
favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
Man,
is it
no
Roadhouse,
movie.
did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you. How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell.
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Payday right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and no better place to spend your hard-earned money than bobandtomstore.com. That's right. We've got merchandise, and you can be showing that you love the show right there on your body. Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts. How about on your head? The Bob and Tom Show hat, brand new for 2022. Check it out if you haven't. It's pretty cool. The hat, adjustable, fits any size head. The clothing, sizes small up to 5XL. We've got you covered. If we don't have the item you want in the size you want, just check back. We're always restocking at bobandtomstore.com. To see the latest we have in stock, just look in that upper left-hand corner for the new tab. Click on that, and you'll see the latest merchandise we have. Pretty cool. bobandtomstore.com. Check it out, won't you?
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Serena Williams lost her first singles match in nearly a year. She was beat by number 115th ranked Harmony Tan of France in 3 sets at Wimbledon yesterday. A person with knowledge of the decision says Lakers guard Russell Westbrook exercising his option to play $47.1 million next season with the Los Angeles Lakers. And the NFL insisted on an indefinite suspension while Deshaun Watson's legal team argued there's no basis for that punishment. Both sides presented their cases in front of that retired judge in Delaware yesterday. 2 people in attendance report that the hearing will continue on Wednesday, and Watson's scheduled to be there for the duration. Major League Baseball interleague action yesterday. Houston beat the Mets, Milwaukee over Tampa Bay, San Francisco beat Detroit. In the American League, Cleveland, the Yankees, Minnesota, Toronto, Texas, Seattle, and the White Sox all win. The National League, your winners, Washington, Atlanta, St. Louis, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Arizona. And 2 games in the WNBA last night, Washington and Minnesota, your winners. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Lloyd.
I heard y'all kind of breaking off into discussion groups about Stevie Wonder being blind.
Yeah.
And I happen to believe it's all in Act 2 when you think about it.
Really?
The way he kindly moves his head and sways his head left and right proves to me he's watching the conductor.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going... Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going. All kinds of real girls on video going. All across America. Real girls on video going. Features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video going features a group of loser drunk guys going. That's right. You get Real Girls on Video going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video going. That's Real Girls on Video going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigolol Video will throw in Real Girls on Video going, and that's Real Girls on Video going, Real Girls on Video going, and Real Girls on Video going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going. Order now.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to...
See some great shows this summer.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
The sidekick chair, bopping along. There's Jessica Alsway
for now.
Hi, Chick.
Right.
Josh.
What does that mean?
He's taking off Friday and next Tuesday. So.
He's out of here.
Well, it's been a while since I've been out of the studio.
We're going to celebrate 4 days in the studio.
He's a crazy man. You can't expect him to be cooped up this long. There's Ace Cosby.
Are we going to get letters?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm a member.
As funny as calling Josh a pedophile is to me personally,
Sure.
I think it might be a dangerous road.
Broadcasting
to
it is your
publicly,
problem.
while the microphones are on, to do that. Yes.
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom.
Boy, the things you learn in this building. My goodness.
Hey, well, wake up. The world's out there.
Praise the place out there.
No, come on.
You're telling me to wake up?
Not everything's ice cream cones and puppy dogs.
Not everything was
lady.
back in 1963. I get it.
Oh, the good days.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Could we...
Have you started watching Pan Am yet? The one about the 1963 stewardesses? Man, you got to get on this show.
I haven't watched any television.
There's only one season, and it's really, really good. Does it help if I tell you one of the stewardesses works for the CIA and another stewardess works for MI6? Does that help at all?
I love that.
A lot of spoilers.
They do?
No, and that's not the spoiler alert or the plot problem. Okay.
Let's move forward here. Christy, years ago on this show, we created a product called hot dog water.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought it would actually be in the news for real, but it is.
And as we near the Nathan's, 4th of July hot dog eating contest, everybody's thinking hot dogs this weekend. In Fort Worth, apparently a brewery there is launching hot dog water flavored seltzer.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. It tastes like hot dog water. WFAA.
We're big at Christmas.
Oh,
big, huge at Christmas.
They have a correspondent in L.A., so they can do fa,
la, 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 la.
Reports the Martin House Brewing Company is launching the new flavor at Glizzy Fest.
Oh, Glizzy Fest, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Does anybody get that?
No.
I had to look it up.
What Glizzy is?
Yeah.
They call hot dogs glizzies now on the internet.
Yeah.
It's an event dedicated to hot dogs, and it'll take place at the brewery July 16th.
Glizzies?
The awesome sauce, bun length hot dog water seltzer will be 5.2% ABV.
Bun length is funny.
Yeah.
Calling it that.
I'd be really interested to taste it.
No, you wouldn't.
But, I mean,
Well, I think the bigger story here is the internet now calls hot dogs glizzy.
Yeah, here, I looked it up. Here's what it says.
We can put an end to this by just not doing it.
Yeah, we did.
That's true. He's right.
Glizzy has been circulating as slang for hot dogs.
No, let's just stop it.
Also, the other term is gaggers.
All right.
Oh, that makes sense at least.
I don't know if I mind that.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
think
where
that's-
Glizzers comes from then, right?
What?
Right? Is that where Glizzer comes from?
What is glizzer?
Never mind. I'll have to, move on. Sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you put it in? Can you soften up the description?
No, she's talking about.
It rhymes with Glizzers.
Oh, I see. Does this involve a?
And if something could gag you.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I think I got what you're talking about. So the point is, what is this stuff called again? It's hot dog water
seltzer.
Seltzer.
Yes. It's the awesome sauce, bun length hot dog water seltzer.
Huh.
Pat, do you have anything for us?
Oh, I'd love to be a hot dog water seltzer. That is what I truly like to be. Oh, because if I was a hot dog water seltzer, all the chick hipsters would be drinking me. Do you think they'd make a bong water seltzer? You smell like pot every time you pee. If they ever make a bong water seltzer, use THC, not that CBD.
If that hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you hit it on the nail on the head, Pat. Someone probably has done bong water seltzer. If not, they should.
Well, or at least a THC infused beer or something. Haven't they done that?
Yeah, that's been done. But just calling it bong water seltzer.
You can get a Kush Cola if you want.
Yeah.
But just one with booze in it that just tasted like bong water. That would be interesting.
We had I want to say, was it last week, the ketchup popsicles?
That's right.
And now we've got hot dog water seltzer. I mean, do you suppose it tastes like hot dog water?
It must.
Or is that just they're just trying to get attention?
Is the hot dog water the water it boils in, or the water that comes out of the package accidentally, when you open
The latter,
it?
the former. It's hot dog water is the water you boil it in.
Okay.
Who boils their hot dogs anymore?
I do.
I will occasionally in the winter.
Yeah, I think that's a fashion that's kind of going out. Is it grilled?
You don't use them in your air fryer?
Air fryer.
Throw them in the air fryer, my
Air fryer is
friend.
good.
Never
Change
thought
your
about
life.
that.
35 seconds.
How about
in the
this?
microwave.
You could put it in your wind cooker. You know what we're talking about now?
Yes, as the native peoples have taught me, the first settlers of this great continent taught me the wind cooker. Well, we got to play this classic from the Bob and Tom Show because we invented hot dog water.
For years, we Europeans have had a special taste for bottled waters. The benefits of drinking bottled waters have not been lost on you intelligent Americans. More and more of you are drinking exotic, healthy, and expensive imported bottled water. First, it was Perrier, the sparkling, crystal clear water from France. Then came Evian, crisp, refreshing, pure spring water from the Alps. And now, the latest bottled water to cross the ocean, imported exclusively by Gullible Yank Imports. It's hot dog water. Listen to what your fellow Americans said about imported hot dog water when we secretly served it to them in a very chic New York City bistro.
Oh, God.
Well, it's kind of cloudy. You know? Tangy, and it sort of has an aftertaste.
It's imported.
Well,
it's chic and very exclusive.
Well, it's...
Let me be frank. Princess Diana drinks it, and it's very expensive.
I love it. What's it called?
It's called hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog. And what do you think, sir?
It's
imported.
Well, it's kind of cloudy.
It's very nutritious.
sort of tastes like hot dog water.
It is hot dog water. Ah, yes, the unmistakable taste of hot dog water, bottled in Wiener Wasser, Austria. You'll find our bottling plant just a yodel away from the Wiener Wasser sausage factory, just south of the Danube River sewage treatment facility.
This is delightful. Should I add a lemon or a lime slice when I serve hot dog water to my guests?
No. You should add mustard or ketchup.
Oh, of course.
Hot dog water. Remember our motto. It takes a lot of guts to make this stuff. Not to mention hooves, tongues, and snouts.
Wow, say, this is tasty. How much is a bottle of hot dog water?
About 30 francs. Or in America, $10.
Wow, what a bargain.
And coming soon from the hot dog water people, the first drinking water that is also a cologne, new HD Eau de Toilette.
Is that toilet water?
Exactly.
You mean like from a real French toilet?
Oui. 10,000 French poodles can't be wrong. The original hot dog water and whatever that guy's name is. And once again, the what is it? It's a seltzer.
Yes, it's a seltzer, 5.2%.
And it's called hot dog water. And it's coming out of Texas real soon with an ABV of 5.2%. And it's at the Glizzy Fest. And I looked up Glizzy in a bunch of different urban dictionaries, etc. And Willie's right. Glizzy also means it started apparently in Washington, D.C. Glizzy is a short form of the clip for a Glock.
Sure.
And since that's the same size as a hot dog, it evolved into a reference for a hot dog. And now hit the internet, and now it's primarily, according to Daily Rap Facts, Glizzy is primarily used.
You know, I like how I explained this when the mics were off, and you didn't believe me, so you had to get a source, and the source that you go, it's from Daily Rap Facts. I like that. That's where you have to go to get your answers.
Well, I know every morning when I wake up, that's the first thing I want to know.
I like the way you say Daily Rap Facts, and it's like you've stepped in crap. I don't know how you do that with your voice.
You're welcome. Coming up, a special treat for all of you. I'm very excited.
Oh, what is that?
Nice.
Well, it's a
Cake?
surprise. A little surprise.
Pizza?
Oh,
It's not pizza. It's not cake.
Ooh.
Also coming up, Sexy Time.
Yeah.
With Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you, rolling through a Wednesday morning, June 29th, here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for joining us here this morning. We get emails from lots of listeners. We love getting your emails. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. If you'd like to junior win bag us, send us a request or just let us know how much you love us. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Again, we love to hear from our listeners, and you guys make me laugh, so keep it coming. Very funny. We love participating. You send in a request, we get it in front of Tom, and next thing you know, we're playing your request right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Again, it's just as easy as this. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. That's our email address. Send us your thoughts, your requests, and your love. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Depeche Mode has now revealed what killed keyboardist Andy Fletcher last month was an aortic dissection. That's a tear in a weakened part of the main artery from the heart. The band says in a statement they had a celebration of Fletcher's life in London last week. Billie Eilish and Phineas are among the nearly 400 people who've been invited to join the Academy of Motion Pictures Art and Sciences. They were invited as members of the music branch. Eilish and Phineas won an Oscar for the Best Original Song this year for No Time to Die from the James Bond film of the same name. And John Batiste, Brandi Carlile, Alicia Keys, and Brad Paisley are all going to perform as part of an NBC special aimed at raising funds for those affected by the war in Ukraine. Other celebrities who will appear on the special include Jeff Daniels, friend of the show, and Julianne Moore. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will give remarks. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You use your phone and then you have the nerve to call your mom on it?
During it. I've had my mom call me while I'm watching a porno scene.
No.
Yeah.
Do you do some kind of weird split screen?
Yes, I FaceTime my mother.
Hey, Mom, you're missing Beaver Cavalcade.
Beaver Cavalcade.
Josh, why is the phone so shaky? Are you running? I know you're not running.
I know you're not. It looks kind of gauzy.
It's cloudy now.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
We didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer!
Nice toss, Graber.
Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay. Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay. Plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy? Plain black floor-length dress.
When you say buttermilk, you've said it all. 99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy. It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking. You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick. Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and...
Also look that much nicer from the curb.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Stronger than dirt.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Freddie's B.O. is stronger than
You've
dirt.
had enough today, haven't you?
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Yeah.
I'm on my last nerve.
There's Jess Galsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
It's the national anthem. What?
There's Willie Griswold.
Cold.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
Tom, will you do your chick impression again real quick?
I'm on my last nerve.
Chick? Oh.
Having a good time?
I like your sweater.
Thanks a lot.
Now, we had a fascinating news story about Ace's favorite band, Kiss, of course.
Yes, fascinating.
And Kiss on stage.
What is it? They were selfish and stupid? I can't believe
They
it.
put up the Australian flag instead of the Austrian flag.
So
I can't believe it, Josh.
They were in Austria, and they got confused, and they did a special tribute, but they put up the flag from Australia.
There's not someone an expert on international relations in the band. I thought that was Catman. Oh, he's not in the band. He's not in the band anymore, is he? Yeah, that's right. It's all about the music, people.
The Catman, he was so good at international relations. He's at the UN now. He's
Catman.
doing diplomacy stuff now.
The point being, I thought I would illustrate the difference in the flags because this is radio and I can't show them. I thought, well, I could play the national anthem so you could see the distinction here. And I asked you to guess this one.
Again! We're doing it.
I'm sorry.
Rejoice, for we
And once again, to me, that sounds like an afternoon delight. And then this is the nothing like it. This is the Austrian one. Is that right? Here we go. And then
Can't understand a word.
No.
It's like they're using another
So boring.
how you're so disrespectful to the great people of Austria.
No, I'm just...
And then this is the original. Here we go.
let every state advance Australia. Afternoon delight.
Oh, that's how I see. You know what? You're onto
I
something.
thought we were listening to Josh Groban there for a minute.
I like that version.
Josh opens every show with the Australian.
Does he really?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, he's from Canada.
Sure.
Or something.
I don't know where
I have
he's
no
from.
idea who he is.
You don't know who Josh Groban is?
I'm sure he's great.
Wait, did they carry every flag with them on tour and they just grabbed the wrong one out? Or did they go to the store and buy the wrong one?
It was projected.
Okay. Oh.
It was just a internet thing.
In the video, you can see the crowd laughing as they leave, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Well, no, that'll happen. So sorry.
Much like one of my shows. Crowd just still laughing.
Oh, yeah. Looking for you to carry you out on their shoulders.
Yeah, but I of course can't be found.
No.
Already in the limo racing to the private
Sure
jet.
you are.
Selling merch. Oh, that's right. I'm selling my beer koozies.
Coming up, we have...
Getting ready for someone to go, hey, you're not as fat as Tom says you are you? Look at you.
Coming up, we have the great show Sexy Time with Allie Breen. But first, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Well, the Pope is kind of speaking up on sexy time in a weird way.
Really?
Yeah, they're advising mothers to stop ironing their sons' shirts to encourage them to get married. The Independent reports the pontiff offered parenting advice during a mass service to mark the end of the 10th World Meeting of Families.
Your Holiness, a word?
Francis said,
Well, first off, I mean, hasn't he heard about mean,
2022
polyester, and I mean,
We're talking about ironing here?
Yeah, he's talking about
You're
ironing.
worried more about the ironing
Well, that's a
part?
weird thing. How many moms are ironing their son's shirts?
I think it was just...
Oh,
I don't think it was literal. I think it was a...
Go ahead, defend your boss.
No, Italian guys are always, Mama, please get in here and iron my shirt. Every time you see
I do know that I did read somewhere that
You think he's Italian.
The number of adult Italian men living with their parents is the highest, more or less, in the Western world.
Francis said, quote, we see so many young men who don't have the courage to get married, and mothers often say to me, quote, do something. Speak to my son who's not getting married and is 37 years old.
Bothering the Pope with this?
It's because of a wrinkled shirt. No one wants to marry a loser with a wrinkled shirt.
But, Signora, don't iron his shirts. Make the
It looks
first
like a
move.
lasagna noodle.
I take my advice from the king of the virgins.
King of the Virgins. As far as
think he likes me
relationship
referred to
advice, I go to the Pope.
He said to send the boys out.
The Pope is the guy that irons those hats for him.
Let him leave
That or
the nest.
lunatics on the Bob and Tom show. They sound like they know what they're doing.
The Pope also urged adult men not to take the easy road and go back to their mothers in moments of difficulty.
What if your mother's dead? What about that?
Hey, Pope, Mom's dead. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that all about?
Some heckler.
All missing the point.
It's in God's hands now.
Oh, they're all missing the point.
No, I was ironing this weekend.
Of course, I've no doubt.
Inside or outside?
I was at the hotel.
Okay.
I bet it was like your socks or a tablecloth.
No, I was
out in the parking lot.
After a day at Disney World, you got a linen shirt. It,
You do
needs
like
some work.
to iron out on the driveway. Is that yes or no?
So you washed it in the bathtub? What are you doing over there? Are you just ironed a dirty shirt?
It wasn't necessarily dirty. I was wearing it.
Yeah,
You ironed
all
while
day
you were
in
wearing it?
Orlando
All
in a field club. You double dipped your Disneyland shirt?
I certainly did.
We have a cleaning service at the hotel.
So that's what that smell's been.
God.
Just let him do his
You
thing.
know what?
guys.
If we need to heat this odor up, that's what we need to do.
No, I do. Sometimes I'll iron in my driveway because I have a very small laundry room at my house. So I will go outside and enjoy the
You think
fresh
that's
air.
a logical answer?
You got to get the extension cord.
Not living room, not bedroom.
You know what? I'll do?
Driveway.
You have a
Go
whole
outside.
rooms. It's
driving
massive. There's a huge sink in there.
If you drove by and you saw a man ironing in his driveway, what do you go, that is a lunatic.
Well, first of all, you can't see me from the road, thank God.
If you ever
Do you do it
move-
naked?
No.
If you ever move to this new house, which by the way I don't think exists, and you drive by as you're moving in, well, honey, here we are, dream house. What the hell is that guy doing? Out in his driveway,
way,
ironing his shirt.
I keep running into people and people from the old neighborhood and people from high school, and I'm hearing rumors about your new house and your old house. Your public life is it's bleeding into my life so much right now.
Sorry.
I have no
The
idea.
newer
what's
house will have a
happening.
bigger laundry room.
When was the last time? Do you iron much, chick?
No, hardly.
I find it really relaxing.
I don't iron it.
I used to.
I don't hate it. No.
I have a steamer.
It's all right.
I use that instead.
I used to iron all the time, and I found it relaxing, too.
Really?
But now my shirts, Dickies doesn't really require ironing, and
Nice.
Yeah, we could tell. Yeah.
You iron your Dickie? Well, underneath. Get those wrinkles.
El platypus.
You ever iron your dickie? Hey,
No,
Tommy, you ever ironing your dickie?
Well, I have made the mistake a couple of times
Yeah.
trying to touch up a pair of pants while wearing them. Never do that.
There's a reason they say that's bad luck.
That's going to burn.
Are you serious? You've tried to do that?
Oh, a couple of
He's too hurry. He's too much of a hurry.
Our friend, comedian Ralph Harris, that's his pre-show thing.
That's true.
Irons?
Yep, he irons just to get. He wants to get in his head in the right place, and he always wears crisp, nice suits on stage.
There you go.
Yeah,
Respects
he's
the
gonna
audience.
relax.
But I do a little ironing. In any event, the Pope, I guess, is just using this as a.
Oh, it's a metaphor, so to speak, I guess.
But I did read that young Italian men tend to live with their parents longer than any other.
That's because mom
Western
takes
culture.
such good care of them. They don't want to leave, which is the reason the Pope is telling moms stop doing that.
Can you imagine walking away from that food?
No.
Man.
God, no.
That's like whenever there's like a super old person, like they're like 112, they always live in Italy and they always live with their family. Their whole family lives together and they eat together every day.
Manja.
Yeah, just, almost as close as you and your family.
Your Sunday meals together?
Yeah.
Not on air.
Let's see. Coming up, of course, it's going to be sexy time.
What was the
Allie
surprise?
The surprise was that I found the original Australian national anthem.
That was it.
Every stage advance for strength.
All right.
Okay.
Afternoon delight.
I'm going to get some coffee. Tom, you look up the definition of surprise. What are you guys going to do?
This
I'll
is
make a cup of tea.
almost as bad as when your surprise was you wore shoes that I gave you to show me that you were wearing them.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
Not a surprise.
They were great shoes. Thanks.
Selfish.
They'd been in the box for 6 months, and I finally opened my Christmas present.
Oh, boy.
I
Are you like
appreciate
me? Can you not wait to get home and lock everything down and draw the shades and make believe it's 17 degrees outside, cuddle up, and just start softly crying? Well, that's where Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system, comes in handy. Simply Safe's advanced whole home security puts you, your home, and your family's safety first. They offer comprehensive protection not only against intruders and burglary, but against expensive home hazards from flooding to fires. 24/7 professional monitoring. They take action the moment a threat is detected, dispatching police or first responders. Even if you're not home, Simply Safe has proprietary video verification technology. Agents can visually confirm the threat in order to get higher priority 911 dispatch. And monitoring plans affordably priced at $1 a day. No long-term contract or hidden fees, because feeling safe at home should not break the bank. That's called peace of mind. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com, and go today. Claim a free indoor security camera and 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
If you don't believe Chick, you don't believe me, check out the reviews. Check out Simply Safe, and you'll realize, wow, people really do love this. Thank you very much. Now, when we come back, of course, it will be sexy time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And we got a little surprise, a little short little note for Pat.
Oh, nice.
That I think will cheer you up when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show is being streamed at this address. If you'd like to watch the show in real time, it is bobandtom.com/live. It's the location of the Bob and Tom live video feed. We've got cameras in the studio. We switch back and forth between all the folks talking and laughing and carrying on. Jeff Hoskey does a great job. And if you'd like to watch, it's free. bobandtom.com/live. For those of you that want to continue to listen while you listen here. Allie Breen and Sexy Time. Up next, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Nielsen Company says the NBA Finals series between the two storied franchises reached 24% more viewers than last year's NBA Finals. Nearly 14 million people watched the Golden State Warriors clinch their fourth championship since 2015 with a Game 6 victory over the Boston Celtics, the franchise with the most NBA titles overall. The series as a whole averaged 12.3 million viewers, beating the 9.9 million who watched 2021's final series between Milwaukee and Phoenix. The first game of hockey Stanley Cup Finals between Colorado and Tampa Bay was seen by 4.2 million people. All of these sports events seen on ABC, leading the network to an easy win in the weekly ratings. Leaders of the world's wealthiest democracies have struck a united stance to support Ukraine for as long as it takes as Russia invasion grinds on. They vowed to hit Russia with immediate and severe economic pain for the invasion. Part of that could be steps to cap Russia's income from oil sales that are helping to finance the war. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not.
Oh,
yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean. And this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what and anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, you know, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, you know, I can't imagine, you know, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're woo! I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Did that, are we back on the air? We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name. You sound like a grand wizard. David Dugan, grand wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the guitar room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold in the comment chair.
Hello.
There's Jessica Halsman.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
Got something to cheer you up there before we get to Allie Breen and Sexy Time. Pat, you know, you're nervous about your son being at camp.
A little bit.
It's his first time he's been away from camp. Someone who's a very bright man. Mark.
You told him about ticks yet? Ticks? He could have a tick? His son could get a tick?
Oh, he'll come back with lice or
Mark
something.
writes,
Leeches.
Pat, think differently about Jimmy. Think of Jimmy as one of your guitars.
Oh.
He's at the pawn shop. He'll be gone for a while, but he'll be coming back someday.
It's pretty funny.
And when he comes back, he'll have a tick. Digging into him. He'll get Lyme disease.
In the meantime,
horrible.
I look at the screen. There she is. It's Allie Breen, and, of course, the game is Guess Where Allie Is.
Where's Allie?
Is that a hotel room?
Cottage. Cape Cod.
Of course.
Wow, that feature money.
I love it.
Once again, I'm not going to ask if, but what bank are you going to rob next? Good God.
My
It looks
Lord.
lovely.
It looks really nice,
Thank
Allie.
you.
Now, the way
It
this
is cute. It's very
the
cute.
show is called Sexy Time, where we try to take your love
Yes.
troubles and fix everything up. What have we got, Allie?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is 16 years older than me, and we have to go to his social and work events a lot. Everyone always brings up my age, which is uncomfortable, and the events are just boring in general. Is it rude to tell him his friends and colleagues suck and I don't want to go to these anymore?
No.
My friends are way more fun to hang out with. Why do I have to get dragged along?
You signed up for this when you started dating an old man.
That's exactly right.
If you don't want to date an old man, don't want to do old man stuff, don't date an old guy.
Right.
You're lucky he can still go out. Pretty soon, just going to be changing his diapers. Believe me, I've been reading about this. No, really, he's right. You signed up for it.
No, I don't think you have to go.
Yeah, but you don't have to go to everything.
Tell me you don't want to go.
Well, maybe not work events, but social events for sure. Right?
I don't know. Yeah, he can go do his work stuff, and then you can go to Claire's with your buddies at the mall or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Surely she's of age.
Yeah, Claire's might be shooting a little low, Willie.
Yeah.
But I think every couple has this, and age is not necessarily the primary component to this.
Absolutely not.
Right. True.
People have different.
Hey, where's that gargoyle you're married to, Phil? Well, you know how she is. She's tired of everything, including me.
She said, if Phil's there, don't say I said hello.
Okay.
It's a compliment. They're probably just jealous that he's with you. And so they always make a comment about your age, and you're like, I'm going to go home and play with my Barbies, whatever. But just, I don't know. Yeah, go with it. Roll with it. Who cares?
Yeah, maybe you don't wear the pigtails and the.
Yeah, that would help.
The outfit from the Britney Spears video.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it again. Let's move forward. We've solved this problem.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend and I were walking home from dinner and we passed a strip club. Jokingly, he asked if I wanted to go in. He said he'd never been in one. So we went in and had a drink. Since then, he's repeatedly tried to get me to go hang out at other strip clubs and goes to them a couple times a month with his friends. He seems obsessed with them. What do I do to stop this? And was that really his first time in a strip club?
Absolutely not.
Not a chance.
No, I really don't think there is a chance.
Same thing happened to Josh. He walked in with his girlfriend, and they went, Josh!
Hey, fellas.
Sometimes you want to go.
Wait, fellas.
Ladies. See, a chick had a clever.
Something I need to tell you.
A chick had a clever notion, which was that when Josh walked into the strip club, all the women recognized him.
Had is the key word.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. No, this guy's into it. Yeah, I had a friend. A buddy of mine was like this. Buddy of mine was just every paycheck, boom, right across the street to Club Wana.
Oh, wow.
Club Wana?
Yeah, you want to not get laid?
Please. Want to lose your money?
Yeah, it's famous. So,
Yeah, I don't get the obsession with strip clubs. You never get to, you don't hook up with any of the strippers, right?
That argument doesn't hold up for me. You still get to look at naked chicks dancing around. Sometimes
no, but it's like going to a restaurant going, God, that roast beef looks great. What do you mean I can't have it?
Go on Instagram sometime. Look at all the food that people look at. It's the same thing. It's not.
It's true.
I've seen you take pictures of your food, so hush.
Yeah, exactly.
It was spectacularely delicious.
They sit on your lap. You get to touch their boobs sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Right. Pretty awesome. You get a good lap dance, it changes your life.
I think the answer to this question is this guy's obsessed with this, and it's not going to change.
No, there's nothing you can do to stop him. Mm-hmm.
And if you call him out and say, hey, I think you've been before, he'd be like, well, no, I said it's the first time I've ever been there with you if you'd go with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just get out.
Or to this strip club.
Right. Yeah, this exact one.
You ever been to one, Allie?
I have been to a strip club.
It's been
when I was in college.
Oh, okay.
I went to one with a group of friends.
Have you
fun.
Have you ever thought of not? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not suggesting that you should become a stripper. Have you ever thought of a good stripper name for yourself though? In the unlikely event that you did.
No, but what is it? Are those one of those like this? Your first pet in the street you grew up on?
Yeah.
Which would be Kizzy Churchill.
Kizzy?
Nice.
See, that's a porn. That's the formula for a porno name.
Wasn't that a name of one of the characters on Color Purple? Kizzy? Isn't that right?
Well, there's not much difference between strippers and,
Is this on?
I think there is.
I think Allie is a good stripper name, and people would assume it's a fake name. Yeah. I think you could totally get away with your actual name.
Yeah, I had a real dilemma. I knew a couple that were born in a foreign country, but they're now Americans and living here, and they're great people. But
great people. Let me just
I just want to say
they're great people, even though they're not Americans.
Are you going to call the guy a gentleman soon?
No, the guy. The problem was the situation was very simple, and I mentioned this before.
Here we go.
She.
At last, it's been a long road, but it's the point of the sentence. Here we are.
She was pregnant, and she told me the name of the child, which would be perceived by many folks as being a stripper name.
Oh yeah, Mercedes. ladies, right?
Did they go with it?
Yes, they have gone with it. I have actually seen
Escalade.
Baby, no, but I'm just saying.
I know
What's the worst that's going to happen? She's going to become a stripper and make $2,000 a week. Good for her.
Is this her name?
Yep.
I have not been to a strip club, and man, I'm not lying. It's probably been 8 years.
Oh,
if not
really?
a little longer, yeah.
Last summer.
But the last time I went, it was 60% women and 40% men.
Oh, wow.
Because a lot of them are open.
On stage or?
No.
No,
in the
audience.
crowd. Oh. Yeah.
It's kind of a fun group
After your
activity.
Namba remark earlier.
Yes.
Fellas.
I go to
let's
buys.
You know
That's where I go.
Let's mention that again.
Sorry. Okay.
I don't get why women still strip if there's OnlyFans. Wouldn't that be a way better route? You can do that, make a lot more money, and not have to be in public.
Right. You can do it from your own home.
Yeah,
I believe
completely.
we did have a news story saying that strip club revenue nationally was significantly down.
Yeah, some girls really like to dance, though.
Also, a big killer virus out there.
Okay, sure. There's that. Okay, well, let's move on. What else we got?
Dear Allie, my fiance just broke up with me because she caught me cheating with one of her friends.
God.
I stayed with the friend, but now I realize what a mistake I made.
Well.
I tried breaking up with the friend and begging my fiance to take me back, but now the friend has allied with her and is telling her a bunch of lies, like that I pursued her for months before we hooked up and that I talked trash about my fiance to her, both of which aren't true. Can I argue these points even though I got caught cheating?
No.
I don't know what to do.
You can argue them, but just know they'll fall on deaf ears.
Right.
They'll be moot.
Totally.
You need to move on.
Dude, you might even need
Yeah.
to move.
Yeah.
Like,
no
you might need to
joke.
change cities.
Because that's.
Yeah, this is going to follow you.
Yeah, when the two of them
People are gonna know
when
your
the two of
past.
them get together, you know what I'm talking about.
Scissoring?
Yikes! No.
Oh. I guess I don't know what you're talking
They're both attacking you.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
they both have inside knowledge.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a stupid letter. This is just a stupid letter.
Why?
Because you cheated. You're done. It's done. She's lying. You
Yeah.
lied
He wants her back.
first. Well, it sucks for you. Go, move on.
Wow.
He's not getting her back.
Sorry to
Yeah.
bother you. Jessica.
Scorched earth.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, no, the girl I cheated on her with is talking, so now, oh, poor me.
Okay, let's move on. What else have you got, Allie?
Yeah, I don't know why that makes a difference. If he's like, well, she pursued me. I didn't pursue her. You still cheated.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter in that case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
see his point
Dear
a little
Allie.
bit. I do, because she gets to still be friends with her.
Which is still kind of weird.
So, yeah.
That's
So
true.
how come she gets the benefit of the doubt and I don't? I kind of see his point, but you did cheat and it's over.
And you cheated with one of her friends. It's
Yeah,
not
but
like
she's
you
still
just-
friends with the friend. That's insane.
Well, that's
is
because
she
they both
really?
are
How
pissed
much
at
booze
him.
would it take
it's
for
like a frenemy thing.
How much booze would it take to get them into a three-way? Then problem solved.
Write back and ask that, will you?
Yeah.
But in the meantime,
It's a fair
what's
question.
the next letter?
Okay, we're moving on.
Maybe that's the solution. You can suggest it. Dear Allie, my girlfriend is really close to her family, and they all go on vacation together once a year. I don't mind doing that every few years, but I hate wasting my vacation time and money on this every year.
Waste.
It's not like we can get freaky with the whole family around.
I see.
How can I explain this to her without ending up in the doghouse?
Boy, this is a toughie.
You get freaky with the family
Yeesh.
around, and then there you go. You won't be invited back
Problem
on the family
solved.
vacation.
Maybe go every other year. Maybe let her go every year,
think,
and you go every
Yeah,
other
this is
year.
this is a variation on the holiday problem.
All right.
And your best bet
Yeah.
is to maybe set up, okay, we do Thanksgiving here this year, then we do Christmas there, and then...
It raises Josh's ugly head. About, well, you need to talk to her.
No, in this case, I say,
Complicate.
tell her how you feel, and then just, why are you so afraid of being in the doghouse? Who cares?
Or maybe you could get a separate place, like stay in a separate where you can get freaky.
Country.
Dude, let her go with her family. You just do a Six Flags tour. Roller
what?
coaster.
He's not going to
Six Flags, yeah.
No,
come on.
I'd say how you feel, and then just put up with her being mad at you. I don't understand why guys are so afraid to be put in the doghouse. What's wrong with that? She doesn't talk to you for 3 days?
No, they get cut off.
Gee, how dare I? Oh, you get cut off and then you get to watch porn for a week? What a bummer.
Thank you, Josh. Josh is extra angry since that Namba thing didn't go over.
Mother, would you like me to show you what's going on?
It's just, like I said,
talking
I'm
about
not angry at all.
First break this morning, no one can take a joke anymore.
No. I'm not angry at all about anything. It's just, an angry woman doesn't want to speak to me? Woe is me.
It's off to the strip club. Okay, I'm sorry. Back, Allie, we have time for a couple more. What do you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend loves morning sex. Like immediately. He likes to roll over and start up first thing after waking up.
Start it up.
I want us to at least wash up and brush our teeth. But when I try to do that, he says he likes all the morning smells. Gross, right? How do I stop this from happening and get him to wash up?
I don't think you can. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the images of that dream of your sister he just had.
Well, we've solved that one. I didn't think this show could get any worse. I was wrong.
Her image is fading, honey. No, we have to do it now.
That's a weird situation.
From this angle,
I've heard of when guys like the smell of someone after they come back from the gym, like sweat or something, but morning breath.
That's a pheromone thing, probably.
Yeah, I think Christy's right.
Right.
That's unnatural.
What are you going to do? The guy likes it.
The guy likes it. If you don't like it, you're going to have to live with it or leave it.
Josh may be closer to the truth than we'd like to think. It may be, okay, I've got this going. Better hurry.
Yeah.
This
is not going to last for long.
This guy must be kind of young. I'm 44, and if I wake up and don't pee before I have sex. I mean, there was a time where I could do it. Not anymore.
You better be into something else.
I had to set up what's the equivalent to parallel bars in my bathroom. Because sometimes I'll wake up and between gravity and everything else. Wait a minute. I can't shoot it up.
That is so gross.
I think we've done good work here today. But we do have time for one more, Allie. If you can favor us with one more letter, please.
Absolutely. Dear Allie, I ran into my husband's friend's wife at the grocery store. They were in a fantasy league together for the last few years, the husband and friend. As we were saying goodbye, I said something about the league starting up again. And she said, what? My husband hasn't been in the league for the last 2 years. I was super shocked, and I was going to furiously confront him. But now I think it's better to wait and actually snoop and see what he's doing without him knowing. It's so hard to sit on this info. What's the better plan?
Sit.
What?
Wait, no. Wait, hold up.
Yep.
I'm confused.
There's a chance.
None of your business.
None of your business.
I think
Stay
that
out of this.
there's a chance that her husband might be lying to her and that he is saying that he's not in the league even though he is.
Exactly. Why
Exactly
wouldn't you
what he's doing.
just ask your husband? Just go, hey, I ran into so-and-so. She said that what's-his-face hasn't been in the league for 2 years. What's that about?
That means
Just
he's
talk
having
to
an
your
affair.
husband.
And if the husband says, what?
What?
He's lying. Okay, yeah.
So is this?
Yeah.
So this is a fantasy football. They meet
two
every
wives.
week?
Two wives meet.
Okay, all right.
The one says, hey, my husband.
Oh, but so he's not really good. So he's going somewhere else.
He's going somewhere else. He's having an affair.
No, we don't know that.
Absolutely.
Where
I think
else
so
would he
too.
be going?
We don't know that
Why would
he
he
really
lie?
could be right. The other wife might not know about the
He's
famous
going to the chick from the first letter.
He's cheating.
The answer is talk to your husband.
No, the answer is shoot him while he's sleeping.
No,
That's the
everyone-
answer.
Allie, can you please have your husband write me, is Jonathan Taylor a safe first pick in the draft? Because I think he's going to deliver this season, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, let's get down to the important things.
Let's talk nitty-gritty. Should I get a quarterback in the first 5 rounds? I don't think so. I'm not going to.
Not the year. Well, it's always a great pleasure, Allie. As usual,
Yes,
you look
you
terrific.
too.
Enjoy the cape.
Get some sunscreen
Thank
on.
you, guys.
You're turning
I
into
will.
one big freckle.
I know.
Look out for sharks.
And are you back in?
Yes,
are you
I
back
will.
in Manhattan working this week?
Yeah, I'll be back at Sheba Mason's Speakeasy and the Fat Black Pussycat.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Are you opening for the Fat Black Pussycat?
Oh, boy.
I believe that's a comedy celebration.
Nope, appearing right inside the Fat Black Pussycat.
Oh, all right.
Just better not on AM radio.
Yes.
If that had skipped, we'd be in trouble. Right now, I want to move forward here. Thank you very much, Allie. The Allie Breen can be reached. It's ALLIBREEN. Send us your love troubles. As you can see, we're really good at helping. Right now, I want to help you with something real. We get love letters about this announcement. It's called GoodRx. What is it? Well, it's not a pharmacy. GoodRx is a service. It's free. The app will show you. It'll compare prices and tell you where you can pay a lot less for prescriptions. I have a stack of letters here from people who have used GoodRx. I'm going to read one at random. This is from Ryan. Let's see. We had a $600 bill for a 30-day supply. We ended up going through GoodRx and found it for $21 for a 90-day supply. That is an extraordinary savings. This one, 30 days, was going to be $1,200. We got it for significantly less thanks to our friends at GoodRx. Check it out, Christy Lee. You got more over there?
Yeah, GoodRx does all of the comparison shopping for you at your local pharmacies. And as you can see, you could save up to 80%. Comparing prices is important. That's right. It varies from one pharmacy to the next. And you don't have time to run around and do all that. GoodRx does it for you, and they do it for free. You'll have the information you need to help you find the lowest price. In fact, GoodRx saved consumers $40 billion to date. Don't you want to save money? We can help. Simple, smart savings on your prescriptions. Just check out GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Tom. That's goodrx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved up to 80% on retail prescription prices.
Thank you very much. When we come back, we're going to learn a little about history for you. Got a little history lesson? That's right. Oh, it's very exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You knuckleheads, keep it here on the Bob and Tom Show. We've got lots of fun. Of course, things we learned on the show today and a look at history on this June 29th. But remember, the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show, we call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep that smile going all day and keep those coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Ghislaine Maxwell, the socialite who once hung with royals, presidents, and billionaires, has now been sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for helping financier Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. The sentence is a victory for women who spent years seeking justice after earlier prosecutors failed to pursue the couple. Epstein, you'll recall, killed himself in 2019 while awaiting trial. The Federal Trade Commission is suing Walmart over its money transfer services. The agency says the discount seller lets its services be used by scam artists who've stolen hundreds of millions from Walmart customers. Among the claims, Walmart hasn't secured its money transfer unit and has not taught its customers or workers how to spot fraud. Walmart calls the suit factually flawed and legally baseless. And U.S. health officials are expanding the group of people recommended to get vaccinated against the monkeypox virus. They're providing more monkeypox vaccine, working to expand testing and taking other steps to try to get ahead of the outbreak. As of Tuesday, we've had 306 cases identified in 27 states and the District of Columbia. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and WayPal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and WayPal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name. Overnight by train. Norfolk and WayPal, Norfolk, Virginia.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something? Yeah. Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chip.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Jessica Holzman.
Hello. Why is that music so loud?
That's loud?
Yeah. It's not that loud for me.
Yes.
What do I do? Oh, okay. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Are you running that?
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom.
Was it not really loud?
It wasn't that loud for me. I think it might be an issue.
But you hear that this is in chapter 6 of Ace's book, Unreasonable Confidence.
Maybe you
older folks hear it differently. When someone disagrees with you, just stop the entire conversation. That's what I do. Yeah. Tom?
Well, we got a lot going on today, but we like to dip into the world of history.
Yes, we do. Time now for Today in History. That doesn't have any effect on it. Here's Tom. Tom?
You'll know this one, Josh, being the literary gent that you are. 1613, Shakespeare's Globe Theater
Down at the Globe.
burns down during a performance of Henry VIII. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
You didn't ask him a question.
That was going to be a question.
That was a statement.
You know what's weird about that fire was it wasn't supposed to be until the next week.
Burning down the globe.
famously, yeah, that was that's the last time they did pyro during Shakespeare's Henry VIII. Let's see now. Oh, here we go. These were different times. 1995, the American space shuttle Atlantis docked with the Russian space station Mir, at the time becoming the largest man-made satellite orbiting the Earth. But that was kind of in the good old days.
Yeah, now that's just a mere footnote in the history of
Nice. Cute. Doesn't Mir mean ocean? Right?
In Russian?
Mar.
In French? Oh, is that Mar? Okay. Because, I mean, Atlantis. Should you name something Atlantis? Wasn't Atlantis, kind of underwater?
Yeah, it was.
Caught up in the minutia of the history.
Happy birthday to the great William James Mayo.
Huh.
Anyone?
He invented the sandwich.
The clinic.
Mayonnaise.
The Mayo Clinic.
That's right.
You have to wonder, is there a sandwich shop somewhere called?
I hope so.
The Mayo Clinic. Okay. Mayo. Medical whip sucks and we want mayo.
Tom, if you haven't noticed, you and I are the only ones still doing a show. I swear to God, everybody else quit 10 minutes ago.
What are you talking
Happy
about?
birthday, Gary Busey.
He doesn't know.
Gary Busey doesn't know it's his birthday?
Probably not.
Okay. He did hit hard.
I'm 29.
The comedian. This guy's a really nice guy. The comedian Richard Lewis. Wow.
Richard Lewis?
Born on this date in 1947.
Good man. Yeah.
Yeah, nice guy. And then Kawhi Leonard, 1991.
Why not?
Oh, they're back. They came back.
Okay, very good.
Happy birthday, Jess
More of
Hooker.
a mocking way.
And happy birthday, Jess Hooker.
Yeah.
We're not going to give a date. We're gentlemen. Wouldn't ask such a thing.
1992.
Yeah.
Now, Christy, I think we can squeeze in one more news story. We did miss. We missed Body Piercing Day. Sorry.
Yeah.
You should get your left ear pierced. Left is right, right is wrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yesterday was International Body Piercing Day, celebrated annually on June 28th, founded to celebrate the birthday of Jim Ward, who opened the first professional piercing studio in what year?
You know what you should do is take this metal and stick it in your ear.
Yeah, what a tough sell.
Let it dangle.
1978.
Dad, let's go get father-son belly button piercings. How about that?
Yes.
That could be nice. You can get a little stone. I'll get a little zipper.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize what's the word? A storied history that body piercing had.
It goes all the way
This
back
doesn't
to
include ears.
Crusade.
In 1981, another piercing milestone honoring Dick Payne.
Oh, yeah, he was the first person to get a Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Right up until the word pain,
Yeah.
you had.
Well, it's P-A-Y-N-E.
Yeah.
Totally had.
Like Thomas.
Yeah.
You filthy bastard.
It's the holiest of holidays. Is it time to learn what we learned on today's show?
Oh, I guess, if you insist.
Much better.
Time now for today. Things we learned on the show.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Crammers. Ladies, is it your time of the month? Let's see. Tom, yes, we decided early on, actually, I think his son started this, that Tom should be the traffic reporter in any town USA. Because every report would be, oh, look, just stay home. The roads are impossible. Everything's closed. And if it's not closed, it'll be closed next week. And then that part will be open.
Anywhere you're going, add half an hour.
Add half an hour. The bridge by Tom's Car Wash is closed. Of course, we all know where that is.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
I used that car wash yesterday. It was
And you use that
how'd
bridge
you get
daily,
there?
don't you?
fairly good.
Yeah.
There's another road.
Detour signs would be helpful.
Where is that car wash? Is it?
It's over by Josh's house.
By the fly
Next to a fly
fishing
fishing
store.
place.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, next to the old Bob Evans?
Yeah, that's all closed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
You
got
can't go there today.
I got you now. Why can't you go there?
You can go there. You can't cross the bridge.
to where we live.
Geez, they closed that down?
Yeah. Yep.
Hang on. That's insane.
Yeah, it's been
Holy hell.
a total pain in the ass.
I might be a little late to the party, but that's insane.
They got to fix it. They just built it 2 years ago.
Holy hell. Yeah, that's brand new.
It's only a couple more
Although,
days.
have you ever been sitting in the that one and you watch everybody crisscross as they're getting on
great
the
bridge.
It's insane.
It's a great bridge.
I thought they perfected it. I don't know why.
Yeah, why are they? What's it closed for?
Yeah, I
They
don't know.
realized how crazy it was. People were cutting in front of each
It's
other.
a great bridge. I'm sorry.
Willie went to a concert last night. The Tedeschi Trucks band.
Tedeschi Trucks, man, they were wailing.
I think those two are having an affair.
You think so?
I think
they're
they're
having fun.
very happy.
Either that or they're still married. I'm not sure which. And Willie still did look a little bit high this morning when he came in.
I put in eye drops immediately. I'm not high. I look fine. I look okay.
All cozy in his blanket all morning.
It's
like
freezing.
now.
Yeah, why are you?
It is
Why are you
freezing.
freezing?
Why do you keep
Because
it as cold as a walk-in refrigerator?
Because
in
it's 20 degrees in here.
It is so cold.
It's embarrassing.
No, we learned that the Pope. What was the Pope wants everybody to?
He's too pooped to Pope.
No, he doesn't want. What is
He
it? Oh, he
doesn't want Italian men living with their moms anymore. They want them out there getting married.
He doesn't want their moms ironing their shirts.
Well,
and
that
we,
was-
we have audio from the Pope.
Oh my God!
The word iron was used.
Now do you see why we've checked out?
I just checked out.
Nothing.
Yeah, Josh.
Nothing makes any sense anymore.
He's really working hard over there. You and Dad, you guys are really working out right
Thank
now.
God you guys are working.
Hey,
Stretching,
somebody's got to.
doing all the heavy lifting.
Okay, so sorry. What else did we learn?
Christy's going into the Hall of Fame.
Radio.
Thank
She's
you.
going to wear from the Statue of Liberty dress to a cap and gown.
Well, I think you got to do something to make an impact, Christy, when you accept your award. You just don't go up there looking like yourself.
Or she could be gracious and say thank you.
Yes.
Either way.
Who'd you have to bang to get that?
Okay.
Dressed as the Statue of Liberty. Thanks, Josh.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
How about dressed as Ruth Bader Ginsburg? How about that? You
Say
got
goodnight,
glasses?
Tom.
Good night, Tom. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.